Got to test them dice. Got to test them good.
Oh, yeah.
4 and an 8. I'm winning.
17-6.
12, 19. So.
Oh, nat 20 and a 15.
Ooh.
It's doing exactly what my...
Nat 20 and an 18.
Because it...
So close.
Yes.
I've been cock teased on the 2 nat 20s
Yeah.
twice
On
now.
the perfect beginning.
It's best not to tire your dice this early, though, so it's fine.
It's alright, there's
Nah.
plenty of ones left in them.
They're all charged up and ready to one.
An almost limitless supply. A bottomless...
One damage at a time.
Unlimited failure.
bottomless pit of just mild disappointment.
It grows with each successive failure. They compound upon each other
that's the
until
real-
you find yourself in some inescapable pitch black abyss of despair, and you're wondering, why did I give these little rocks this much control over my mental state?
Why did I tie them out so early?
Who knows? Truly, who knows?
Oh, I just like, the dice curse is so real for you, Keegs. It's unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Three ones on 3d8. Like, just what the hell? Yeah. That shouldn't happen.
It's the dice are like horses. They like read your mind.
Oh.
They smell the fear.
Keegs
like
is
the
I was feeling pretty confident when I did that chromatic orb. I was like,
That's
oh,
exactly.
it's shit. And
That's
then,
like if you
Dice
scared
are like
of
horses, the
horse
horse knows your mind.
That's exactly how.
yeah, the horse.
I don't know.
Well-known eldritch telepathic horrors.
Why did they kill Bard? Not because he was like making a lot of people money, because he was reading their
Yeah,
minds.
he kept reading
He was
minds,
starting
little
to rig
bitch.
the race in his favour
Yeah.
so that he could escape.
That on a t-shirt, damn it.
Dice are like horses. They read your mind. I knew what I meant.
Far like
It made sense up here. So,
That's not his body in the Melbourne Museum.
if we've gotten the stupid out of our system,
We have an
there's
infinite
plenty more.
supply.
There's plenty more.
Cracked the tin open.
Oh
It's
no.
a fresh can too.
Good.
I think
Good.
when I play Kincaid, it just makes me dumb.
I mean, he's got high intelligence though.
Well, yeah.
What's his wisdom?
Also high.
Also very high. In fact,
Even higher.
Yeah, but maybe intelligence is like IQ, you know? Just because you have a high IQ doesn't mean you're smart. Just means you're good at puzzles.
He's
that's
academic.
wisdom
He
makes
doesn't
good
make just
choices.
because. Yeah, exactly. Just because he's good academic.
But he's got
doesn't
high
mean-
whiz as well.
Yeah, well, in this case, we know Kincaid assesses all options accurately and deeply,
Yeah.
and then chooses wrong.
He goes, I'll do whatever I
Because
want.
he enjoys it.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Hey, look, that's totally fine. Choose chaos.
Well,
It's fine.
wisdom isn't making good life choices. It's like
Knowing which one's the right call.
well, it's even more. It's like just how aware of your surroundings and stuff are you.
Yeah.
Your perceptiveness and your like connectedness and intuition to the world.
Your understanding of the world around you.
And he understands it.
Oh yeah.
And then he does what he wants. And it's all worked out fine now. Although he's on 18 hit points, so you know that's
Oh.
great.
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
I didn't realize you were that bad.
Neither did I.
It's because it landed on you and then attacked you while it was grappling you. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Vin got me out of there, so we're good.
Yeah, Vin, we've got Vin. We've still got
No,
Vin, so we're good.
what we have got is a sand structure around you.
No, you're
Oh,
welcome.
that's where we ended.
Yeah.
You're
In the sand
welcome.
castle.
So
we're all about to
I'll
be
roll
buried
back
in.
to the top. Welcome back for 103. We are picking up in the middle of a fight with a rather large mechanical centipede thing, and it's quite devastatingly powerful. Belchbag asks you to steal the solar convergence crystal from it, or purloin it and leave. You don't have to kill the creature,
Well, we want to.
but we want
I mean, we're
to.
gonna have to at this point.
I mean, Kincaid's on. Sorry, how much health?
18.
Oh, good. Yeah.
18.
Neil's like the polymorph the sun with more.
Yeah.
You will be immune to every kind of damage you try, maybe.
You'll be
Maybe.
the ape, and you're like.
We know bludgeoning's out.
So, we'd had a few rounds. You'd done a fair amount of damage. Varys floating off the map a little bit, up on your carpet, just piowing.
Yep.
And you've dodged both of the beams of radiant energy that it fires back at you.
Indeed.
You also know that it feeds on time energy and it can move around the battlefield readily,
Can tell
instantly.
Weird shit.
Yeah, but back at the top of initiative, remembering that Thomas the Tank Engine is your evil creature that you're fighting. Its tail ending here where the eraser is, because we don't have four carriages. This is your sand structure of protection.
Yep.
Because previously you saw it hunkered down, it's sort of plating, overlapping itself a bit, and it stops moving. Last time it did this, and then it appeared above your heads. So you made a nice sand structure. Bunker.
With a pointy top.
Yeah,
Yes,
with very
black
pointy
top.
tops. And
Very as pointy as sand can get.
yeah, one grain at the tip.
Well, I mean, the thinner the edge of the blade, the
Paper.
better the penetration, is what
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah. And Theoden has concentration, I guess, on spiritual weapon.
No,
It's not great.
Why have we got a thing on you?
No, because he did cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah, you've got
Got something.
spiritual
Are
weapon.
you raging?
Oh yeah.
I know you're raging right now.
Maybe it's a rage.
Okay. So we got rage on you. Lovely.
Yeah, because spiritual weapon isn't con.
Yeah, no.
That's just like it's an entity that just appears and I can use it.
Yeah, just.
Oh, I'm
moves
thinking
around
of spirit
free
guardians.
damage.
Yep.
Well, it's bonus action, but
I'm not. No, I'm not. I was gonna say if I was using what's it called? To give me +2 AC, but I'm not.
Ah, yeah.
ah, right, the animated shield.
No, not that.
The other thing.
Shield of Faith.
The other one.
Ah, right, the other one.
The other +2 to AC.
Yeah, so can you rock up with like 24 for the first minute of combat?
22.
Okay,
Shield.
still pretty good.
Shield and shield.
Nice. So, the party's taken a little bit of a beating.
I think I'm doing pretty good after that heal from Kincaid. Like, I've
Yeah?
gone back through the log, but I'm pretty sure he put me.
Yeah, I'm over 100 right now.
Because
Yeah.
you haven't taken much at all.
Well, yeah, no. The most damage I've taken was from sucking damage off you. And
Yeah,
somebody
absorbing.
else I couldn't see them or something, and then I got that heal, and I'm sitting pretty.
Yep.
Sucking off is an interesting way to.
I'll tell you.
I said what I said.
So he saw that he got the pain, and then I sucked it in.
All it off it.
Like spaghetti.
Drop of pain.
Well,
So-
it gives me my psychic damage.
Yeah, it
back
gets
as
you your
well.
dice
like
back.
when someone eats more than 20, I get 4 back. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Drop pain.
And the other thing to remind you of is the centipede had a large solar beam attack that
It's why Kincaid is on 18 hit points.
he blinded by
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I was legally
I was
blind.
like, I don't remember you raging,
No.
but blind,
I
yes.
hadn't raged yet, I don't think.
I remember you were talking about it when you were pinned under the thing, but I can't remember if you went.
Oh yeah, you were maybe going to rage to get advantage on the strength to break out.
Maybe you also had.
Maybe I think I might have raged and then broken free. I'm pretty sure I did that.
Blinded
And then
immediately.
blinded.
And then blind right after.
All right,
And
so
then
we'll put.
you'll get cured of this and then turn into a statue.
Oh no, don't.
Put that out there.
That's gone,
That's
right?
that's
gone,
too
right?
big,
No, it's
right
fine.
there.
His words are like his dice rolls.
Is that not
It's good
gone?
then.
Is he still statue cursed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I really thought someone said that was gone last time.
No,
Alright.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone on him.
I-
He used his
statue-
god phone
We've
to.
got to go to heaven and get it.
Well,
Yeah, that's why we spoke to God Seeker, bro.
Yeah.
Name.
Vey.
God Seeker, plane.
God Planeswalker,
Planeswalker.
bro, walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Road Walker.
He gave you a heads up that you might be able
By
to
the way,
earn.
do we think
Walker,
that
yeah.
like golden-haired person
Chad.
that left that town
Chad
after
Walker.
Baron got killed was Planeswalker Bay because we could never find him?
He was what
Oh,
color
maybe.
hair does Bay have? Because I think he was a white-haired sort of elf-looking
Angel.
dude.
He only has one eye.
Well, they saw him from the back.
Yeah. And he also might be able to change his
strap on the back.
how he looks.
Also, he's like
That's
celestial, so
That's
he
true.
knows how to do that.
Whoa, breaking my immersion
maybe.
here.
Because
I simply
he wanted to
have
set all of this in motion.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Maybe he's Yasima.
Planeswalker Bay.
He has nice
Let's just
ass.
jump him next time we see him and see
Alright,
what happens. Maybe he
Jack
fixes
Dawson.
all of our problems
You can
immediately.
Yeah.
Or he just like opens a portal to like the fire plane
Yeah.
and we all just
The
die.
one guy who was offering us help
Ah.
on traversing the plains and completing our quest.
Giving you some info.
Yeah, let's change it.
Wait, why does he know where he's going? Quick, take him in the
Why
back.
does he know where the princess is?
Honestly, if you did that, none of this would be
I was
happening.
talking about that.
Should have done it.
today.
I
was
blame
like,
Ricky.
If I'd have gone back, if I had have killed Alf there, we would have been playing a very different campaign.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have needed. Well, it was at the end of a session. I would have absolutely needed that end of session to be like, okay, rewriting a whole lot of stuff.
Well, I'm just gonna find word Al, replace with Vannon, enter,
But then who do you replace Vannon with?
Yeah.
fire with Belchbag enters the royal family in a convoluted series of arranged marriages
Arranged marriages, clones, and a little bit of cheeky time travel.
and some soul jarring.
Or
I've
just
got a secret third brother, Bannon.
Yes.
Damn you, Bannon. He's out there somewhere. So, at the top of initiative order,
Bannon, Fire, and Bell.
in an alternate universe,
kill all three of them.
Batman cut.
They look identical, they just have slightly different colour.
And the names of
mustache.
B.
And instead of French, he's Belgian.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yes, Belgian.
Oh,
The Timu French.
So, top of initiative, we have Varys.
Beer and the fries. Actually, I take it all back. I'm so sorry, Belgian.
I'm in.
I'm shooting in the ass.
Okay.
Wait, with the cheese and the wine.
13 plus 11, so 24. Did
24 just hits, yes. Remembering AC was 23.
when it was on fire.
When
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heat metal.
Oh yeah, you did your little static field thing.
and then
Does turn out.
Static field that it's about to pass through as well.
Oh yeah, the static.
Oh! I knew there was a
if he
thing.
moves, yeah.
So, yes, it is 20 feet, I think.
Yeah, 29,000.
No, it's 50. We all get caught in it.
So you finally use that beautiful skill on the drum.
Yeah, 20-foot cube.
20 foot. Yeah. So, in that sort of general vicinity.
If it does do the teleporting jump on top of us, it might not count as moving through it, but
Nope.
We'll
doesn't.
see.
if it runs, then it'll take some.
But also, maybe it won't do that.
Then
Yeah.
I'll take
We've accounted for both.
16, so I take 8.
First, I bang my drum, then I zap your bum.
If it runs, I'm zapping it. If it jumps on us, the sandcastle's zapping it. Either way,
The
it's getting
sandcastle
zapped.
will protect us from the giant steel thing falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a high level spell, so we were like, I mean, surely it's magical in
Sandstone.
nature, not just sand.
Despite the spell text.
Despite specifically what the spell says.
Alrighty.
Buried alive.
34 magical piercing, 38 psychic.
Nice.
I take some damage.
It's like trying to place a sand block in Minecraft, not on the ground, just falls in
Oh.
your head.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just, it takes me back to my days of farming gravel for flint.
Having it fall on your
You
head.
just, you just.
So
you get all this
54
gravel,
total,
build a
remembering
massive
it is
tower,
resistant to
dig down,
psychic,
build up,
but
dig
still
down,
does do
eventually get
damage.
smaller and smaller 'cause
I used to use them as like landmarks. Like I'd as I was building it, I'd put candles all over the side of it. So when I was like a million baby, like, where's home? Oh look, the giant tower of fire. That's there it is.
I mean, a lot of towns used to have obelisks like that to help you find like this is like the center of the town.
Yeah.
Ripper.
Big
You'll
church.
see it in a lot of older.
So
like,
just
Aussie
taking
towns
your
as well.
time to aim for watching these plates constantly shifting and changing. You're just sort of waiting for an opening and you time it well enough and it seems to pew, straight through from the big bone bow. Anything else on your turn?
That's pretty good.
Cool. Oh yeah, steady aim. Can't move.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I can't move.
Can't wait till Keeks' expo upgrades again and his whole
Into
body.
a
His whole body.
Yeah, I just turn into a bow and I'm like, fire me! Use me, my lord! Make me your weapon of vengeance, my liege!
It's like who's the robo guy in like Overwatch that can turn into a tank?
Bastion.
Yeah, that. You'll be that.
That.
But a bow.
Sit you on the
but
payload.
less independent.
But fantasy. So I guess it'll be like a little self-propelled horse-drawn cart with a ballista.
Made entirely out of flesh, which is just horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
It's like
pass.
something out of Darkest Dungeon.
yeah.
Some
I feel like it'll be like
aberration.
an exoskeleton that's just like little guns.
A Tyranid?
Done becoming a nid.
Or like bioweapon,
I mean,
armored carapace. You just need a hive mind and you.
alright, so how much feet of movement
So it
was
moved
that?
60 feet.
I forget what it was. It was like a D4 for every 5.
Yeah, so Yeah, so it is currently vulnerable to lightning.
Vulnerable to lightning.
I think makes it vulnerable.
5 feet. 5 feet of movement generates 1d4. So it moves 60.
Yep.
So that's 12.
12d4.
12d4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I don't
5,
have any other
6,
ones.
7, 8. I'll do 8 and then 4.
Cool.
Do you need 4?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me roll them all together.
So many pointies. Oh, listen to it.
Ones.
Oh, that's hot.
That's fun. Alright. 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 2. Someone adding up. 2, 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
107.
2 damage.
Alright. So 7, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 24, 27. Doubled.
27 to 40, 54? 54. The exact same amount as Varus's shot.
I don't know. I don't have internet.
Oh,
Any count.
I think that's E number 1.
Today will not be
Forget-
going on the memoir.
Forget the 300 wild damage.
The memoir
50
is
something
down.
lightning.
50, I've already
It
forgotten.
might be like our highest elemental damage.
Are you keeping
It's
track of
something.
that, Kyle? Why not?
Internet down. There's passwords.
Alright.
No, it's each time.
It's, each time he presses on it, it goes, cannot find.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I would have told him it if he needed just enough.
Yep. And then Stephen gave me 4.
Yeah.
Crass of ass.
It's something's happening with my internet connectivity on the iPad.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
It's a metal one too.
It's really blended.
Well, have you tried sticking it up your ass? Ooh, I just realised that was my mother.
Connect again. Yep. And even like trying to do it won't connect to the hotspot. It just sits there wheeling.
Have you tried throwing
Wheeling and dealing.
No. That might work.
Put it in airplane mode for a little bit and then
Also did that.
and then throw it at the wall?
take it on an actual aeroplane.
I've tried verbal and emotional abuse.
Mentally.
Haven't actually
I
executed
don't know if the
yet.
telepathy thing's still working.
It's not a horse, so.
Well, the Wi-Fi's off, so maybe it can't get the thoughts.
Its ass is still the other way around.
Yes, thank you. So it's ass.
It has done some slinky things.
There-ish.
The snake
And it's
is
still going to
growing.
move its ass through it too. It's going to take damage again.
Hopefully.
It is 100 feet long.
It lasts for 3 rounds, so good that it gets at least 2 rounds.
Nice.
That'd be.
Real good.
Well,
I don't think we discussed
If only we
that.
had a lightning cannon.
Cool lightning exists. Because I looked for lightning bolt. I was like, oh, that's not a druid. I was like, that's not a druid spell.
I thought it was exclusively a druid spell.
Call lightning is.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt is.
Okay,
Which is
yeah.
what I was looking. I was like,
human.
I forgot call lightning existed because people tend to not use it in favor of lightning bolt.
Yeah, generally. But like, again, you hard encounter. You get 4 low-level druids, 1 big-level druid. He does control weather. They all do call lightning. Bad things happen.
So, Varus, you would see the solar panels atop it, like that ridge sort of darkish plates. You would see them working overtime. Sort of
Like, opened up to try and suck more in after expending so much. I would assume he's going into a bit of a recharge mode.
well, not
I mean,
quite.
with all of my mechanical expertise.
Yeah.
Although I am part clockwork now.
What? Yeah. What tool?
I may or may not be part Mecha Dragon.
Yeah, no, wait, I still bleed and all that. We
So-
checked that.
From your vantage point, you see an aperture sort of open up on the side, and I'll need everyone in this space to make a dexterity saving throw.
Are we blocked by the sandcastle?
Do you get advantage on the save? Because there's like pillars
Yeah.
giving them like
If
somewhere to dodge behind.
Depending on what
Do I do
if we
a
do
flat
get a
roll
bonus,
because I'm behind the pillars, but I normally have disadvantage?
You are blinded.
No.
The pillars will not matter, given the amount of damage that this deals.
3/4 is giving us cover because that gives us bonus
It's a
to
dex save.
Yeah, that gives.
Oh,
bonus
does
to
it?
dex
Yeah,
save.
it gives you the same
what it
as
gives.
the dex as it does to your
It's,
save.
yeah,
Okay.
if it's half cover, it's +2, and if it's 3/4 cover, it's +5.
Well, yeah, you said there were pillars.
Yeah, well, they're like basically
I
like
mean,
5 foot, like 5
Gaps.
foot pillar, 5 foot gap, 5 foot pillar, 5 foot
And you'll
gap.
get
Like
plus
it's
7.
well set up specifically for the defensive side.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, that's, I tried
That
that
was
was
the
a little
call.
bunker. That's kind of the reason I blew a 6-level spell slot and made it a big sandcastle.
well,
Then-
yes.
wait.
Add the bonus for half cover.
Killed yourself.
Half cover. Cool. So +2.
Don't be ludicrous.
That also might have blown up my new magic stick, and I don't want that.
I meant like cast
I
healing
think
on yourself.
I think all of
Or
them.
do you not
Yeah.
So the save is the save is
questions.
I got a 7th level for that.
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah, okay.
dex save. remembering this is not an advantage. This is your DC is easier because you've got
The cover.
Oh no,
Well, I still have disadvantage.
you add 2 to it.
Yeah, we get a +2 to
yeah,
our save.
Save.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Yeah.
And what do you get?
+7 for
Plus 7.
So
you
plus
guys-
9 to whatever.
So
But disadvantage with unblind, or?
Yeah, you
creatures that can't see automatically fail any ability check. So it's not an ability check; it's a saving throw.
So,
So you just have whatever blinded does.
Attack rolls against a creature have advantage. Creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. So
doesn't affect dex saves.
let's say you hear
Yeah.
the sort of
You're like, I feel like I
that
did
noise
that.
shit,
and got blinded, and then you
Yeah.
hear it again. You're like, hit the fucking ground.
So do I do disadvantage? Or?
No.
Okay.
nah, doesn't say so. So ability checks, yes, but saving
Like
throws.
everybody else.
And
Plus
then
your 7.
Plus 9 to whatever.
Yep.
Because 7 and then 2
Two
for
for
half.
And then half cover. Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Is that enough?
Yeah. Very well, I hope so. 25.
Okay.
14.
Blinded kind of makes sense.
21.
21 is the DC.
Shit.
And wait, Vin.
Oh yes, Finn. That's all
Why
right.
even roll?
Neo will be fine. Dodging light.
Wait, would you like open up a
Actually, see
hole
his
to
mini.
get through
Yeah,
it?
yeah. He's there.
Behind the thing.
He's just here.
Oh, yeah.
He's next to Ricky.
Hang on. Let's see.
little bit.
So
47.
the cover actually gave him
Just enough.
what he needed. So you hide behind the pillar. This blast, this 15-foot beam of light, essentially it erases the pillars that are in the way, but it does take some of the brunt.
Did I get like
Efficiency
plus
bonus.
9 to save instead of plus 2?
What's our proficiency?
Yeah, is it 5?
5.
Yeah.
So hang on. Plus 2.
He's calculating Vin.
Plus 7. So plus 14. So plus 16.
Oh my
Vin.
god.
He is
Truly our best player.
truly outrageous. Yep, he's fine.
28.
He's effectively a second paladin.
Vin just.
Radiant what?
So on a success, you only take 36 radiant.
Okay.
Okay, so Kyle's still dead.
Can I see?
Well, not dead. I'm just not.
Oh, I just actually healed.
No, there is a pillar.
there's a
he's
roof.
sort
There's
of
a roof, and yeah, I'm 30
spiky
feet. I would
roof.
Not have. Yeah.
I'm immune to radiant, it's fine.
Oh, good. And on a fail, you take 72 and are blinded again.
Oh!
It recharged.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's beam attack.
Fire in my laser.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But yes, you see the panels just open up, drawing in as much as they can, and then just straight through the sandstone structure that you've made. It takes some of the heat for you. Thuruden's just like, I'll get out of the way. Stands in between two pillars. Damn it. And yes, again, blinded. And neither of you are blinded. Vin succeeded, so he only takes 36 as well. And is not blinded also. Now,
Kincaid is unconscious.
Yeah.
yes.
Yar.
The chonk. What happens to Vin when you're unconscious?
I
Nothing?
don't think.
Okay. So he would take the dodge action by default from here
I
until...
think it's different if I'm out. I'm just reading.
Yeah.
In combat,
You gotta
shares
shoot.
your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately.
Oh god, no, that means
The
you
only action you take
Oh my
on your
God, no.
turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action. If you are incapacitated, the spirit can now take any action of its choice, not just dodge. It's like he goes into Super Saiyan to like protect
I'll protect
me.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll protect you, Daddy.
Daddy. Okay.
Yeah, Vin,
So-
Vin can do whatever he wants.
Nice.
Vin, heal
I
me.
mean, that was always the case.
Vin, pick up my staff of healing and touch it to my forehead.
I mean, is it a specific? Well, I mean,
No, I think it's attunement.
well, yeah.
It would make sense to be attunement.
Unfortunate, because familiars with hands can use magic items.
Yeah, it's
Flying
attunement.
monkey, giving him
Vin
handouts.
sits there looking at the staff for the next
Just
hour.
like-
You wake up after finally being healed and he's eaten through your staff in stress.
Okay.
Oh.
So it seems to be shifting, moving constantly. It makes that attack and it ends its turn. Gimrick.
That's not is it a spell, the big laser beam? Could I have mirrored?
It's an attack.
Damn, bro.
I think that came up last
Like
time.
a dragon
spell-like
breath
ability.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gimrick, you see Kincaid hit the deck as this blast of light silhouettes him from behind for half a second before he
I just say, "Get up, man!" And that's the healing word that you hear.
Okay.
And you heal for 7.
The song has restored my strength.
Get up, man!
Now's not the time for a nap.
So that's my bonus action, and then I run forward at its head and back with my little short sword.
Okay. Chink.
I
Now,
can move 25.
remembering,
When you get within 15,
Would you like a Death Ward?
he's going to
So,
scythe you.
just to refresh,
Fine.
He will scythe you.
it will scythe you
And it does
before you get
42
in
damage.
range.
Yeah, okay, that'll kill me.
Ow.
Thank you for the reminder. All I was remembering was the
Thank
time
you,
moves
Keegs.
funny thing here.
Yes. Yes, you would also roll a d6 to see if it's advantage, disadvantage, or
You
nothing.
guys want to try and make a run for it and I try and distract it?
Maybe.
Like, I mean, I've
Maybe.
got the best chance of survival here.
I
Currently,
will.
anyway.
Yeah, I'll instead cast Dissonant Whispers. Thank you for that reminder.
Yes, I would have also reminded you,
Yeah.
because it has been a sesh.
Happened a few
Well, a
times.
week.
Getting close, if it hasn't used its claws in its
Yeah.
turn,
There,
it sort
ready
of
to go.
holds them.
Alright, so I will cast 3rd level Dissonant Whispers. So it needs to
okay.
make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Interesting. Oh, that's a fail.
Well, yeah, unless it beats a 22.
It did not. With a 4.
9. 13 Psychic. And it must move as far as its speed allows away from me
In its next turn or immediately?
immediately.
Okay, so it's already moved in its turn, but this forces it to move
It
again.
forces it to
Go
move
for
its
the
max
static field
speed,
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
It drags the rest of its ass through the
away from you though.
So it doesn't.
It must immediately use its reaction
Okay.
to move
dash.
as far as its speed allows away from you.
As far as its speed allows, so not a dash, but yeah.
Just like its movement speed, yeah.
Yeah.
And that moves him through the thing again.
So the other 40 feet is
Tail
tail
sort of.
through, so do that math. It's
Yeah.
8d4.
Yeah, was how much moved through him?
Well, it was for 60
Yeah,
feet.
about 40 feet.
100 feet.
Because you did 60 in the first.
So yeah, so 8.
1, 2, 3.
So this strange cloud of static energy just shifting in the space. Also, you're blinded. No, you're distracted. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
10, 13,
Remembering that it is vulnerable.
15, 17, 18, 20. So 40
So
lightning.
40 lightning damage.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Yeah, chance, yeah, cheers.
It appears to be in distress. As you hear a so it's
want to sound like a train.
a woo. Woo. So as it's tooting away from you, you see the electricity just dancing around it, and it takes a lot of damage. Now, it is, for the terms of this battle, bloodied.
Oh god, victory is within sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any further effect to your dissonant?
No,
So
it's just
it immediately moves away?
Damage, and it has to use distraction, move away from
And
me.
then, yeah, after that, there's no recurring. stuff.
Yeah, and that's
cool.
it now. Yeah.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
Bonus
Negative.
action.
No, but oh, damn it! You know what? I couldn't have dissonant whispered
Because you
because
did
I healing worded, didn't I?
Indeed, you did.
Oh, because I was going to attack it. Oh,
Would you-
sorry. That's my bad.
So, would you rather have healed Kincaid or done dissonant?
We've got lots
Yeah,
of
I would
healing.
rather have
I'll be
dissonant.
fine.
Is that alright?
So Kincaid is still down.
Didn't Thurin use his lay of hands?
I used.
Sorry about that.
hands.
That's all right. Good looking out. Thank you for catching that.
Work it out.
But I've got some healing
So
potions.
it took 46 on your turn
Yeah.
as opposed to 7
I've
hit.
got Aura Vitality.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So
Yeah,
that's.
But I was gonna use it on myself.
I mean, you could.
No, it lasts a minute anyway.
Give me a sec to just
The
take
Kincaid's
the
effectively a
damage off.
shriveled, smoking corpse right now.
Oh, you're done.
We're going to be doing a death save. So
Nobody look.
Give me a sec.
I can just listen. By the way the dice falls, I'll know what number.
Let's see.
Roll on the floor.
What?
My eyes aren't that good.
Yeah, that's a 14. He's fine.
Nice. It's fine.
That's a 20. He's back on one anyway.
Cool beans. So that is Kincaid's turn. Thuridin, you are blinded.
Ah!
What are you gonna do?
There's a symbol.
Can I at least like tell where Kincaid is? Like, do I hear his? I mean, it's a 30-foot aura if I use aura vitality, so I'd be able to tell if he's in me, right?
If he's in.
Like, if he's
Phrasing?
inside of me.
Does the spell say creature?
It doesn't-
in
it doesn't
me?
say that you
Or
have to
just
go
creature
see.
in
No,
range?
it's just like in my aura, so that's
Well
fine.
then, yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to use my
he's
bonus
pretty-
action to drop rage.
You're like, wait, is Kincaid inside of me? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my
You know he was nearby.
bonus action to drop my rage,
Rage, yep.
and then use my action to do aura vitality,
Okay.
and it's 2d6 hit points that he gets back. So 6.
Cool.
6. Okay, so the con
save when
waking
Oh, yeah.
Plus 7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then plus whatever Kincaid has.
And it's a 10.
Oh, it's,
So pretty much anything except in that one.
I think I've got plus 4. Plus 5. So plus 7. So 12. So plus 12.
So can you fail?
That's good.
Very good.
Is it save to not keep any, or always keep one? And what was it again? Was it
If you-
say if you fail the save?
They
carry
stay
over,
with
yeah.
you, and if you beat the save, you lose them when you stand up.
Yes.
But now the DC is harder.
Yeah,
was
and the
the-
DC gets, yeah.
How much
6.
healing was it? 6. Cool beans.
So it's good that you did heal him because he rolled a 1.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Super straight off the bat. It's alright. Just get them out of the way while they don't matter.
Wow, you did not let on about that.
Just get them out of the way.
Lucky it's an aura and not like I have to find you and
Yeah.
touch you for it.
Touch his bodice.
You heal the pillars.
That made my heart rate go up a little. I was like, ruh-roh.
Imagine if it was like another beam and then that's another 2.
Nah, it's well. Vin Weasel would have just stabilized me.
Save me, Vin.
You can take any action.
Sure.
I have to tell him to do it if I'm up, but if I'm not, he can just do whatever he wants, including stabilize.
Nice. And then I'll use my action to move 30 feet away from the direction I heard the Thomas going.
So that away. You're like,
I can
you can hear it going. Like,
I'm going that way.
I'm gonna run this way. You drop rage.
You smell sizzling portal from that direction and go in the opposite direction, moving away from the barbecue.
So, what's your movement? 30? 10. You like feel the pillar and you move around it.
Oh, the pill's not destroyed now?
Oh yeah, sorry.
What, all of them?
Not all of them.
Oh,
Just came through the middle essentially.
so it didn't collapse on our
Lucky
heads.
for the structural integrity, the corners are still intact.
That's good engineering, Kincaid.
You're welcome.
So you're just running blindly, like stumbling over mechanical detritus that's in this sort of junkyard of stuff.
Superior portal architecture.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My doctorate was actually in engineering.
So, end of your turn.
Yes, sir.
It is going to make a legendary action.
No.
To die?
To dive back into the lightning field.
And dash through it, turn around, dash again.
Just
back.
kind of do doughies through the lightning field.
Why?
It moved
I wanna
300
know
feet.
how we do it
Well, this is the
together.
last round it's up, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Okay. So, what you see is
live.
Wait, last
Oh no,
round.
because it's 18 seconds, but it took it twice in the same round.
But it can happen. It can happen. And also it's rounds, not turns.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
still
still got
actually
2
got-
rounds.
it's still got 2
rounds.
And 2 of your turns left.
So, you see a strange sort of field shimmer around the creature. And you notice that any small seams of time, energy leaking through the area, kind of expand a bit and grow. You see a tear open here. A big sort of sheet, a spectral nothingness that you can see definitely distorts what you're looking at. You see that sort of open up and you see Thomas the Dank Engine. He kind of plays back in a jittering way what just happened, and looks less damaged than he was previously. So,
Is it only once per rest you can use that?
Yep.
Yeah, each ability on
Yeah.
it. It's like the drop, the...
Yeah, I can do all the others.
What's the other one?
The sauna or the
heat haze,
frozen.
or his reaction shield. Yes, so that is its bonus. Its legendary action, sorry. So end of Thura's,
Time.
back to Varus.
The old damage undoer.
Yeah, pretty much same as before.
Ciao.
What is that? That's
Pop a cap in its ass.
Do you have a D10?
I need literally one. And I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Otherwise you miss and your turn's kind of over.
Yeah, fuck it.
Use a D10.
That's a 9.
I can't roll a 0.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
So you use Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Again, Ricky coming in clutch, turning a miss into a hit. So you had rolled 22, turn it into a 31 because of Ricky's. Nah, hit him, lad. Just do it.
Give your turn.
3, 4. What's that?
A bot said, cheap viewers on streamboospace.com, and in brackets, remove the space. That's to avoid, like, the Nightbot going, oh, a link. Yes, I will definitely be doing that.
Thanks, bot.
Thanks, bot. Incriminating public. You robot. What are you, from Mech Anus?
Yeah. Robert.
Oh, you got... It's not as funny when you get the first time.
Yeah. It was really
Much funnier when it's the shotgun or something.
Yeah, if it was the burp.
Oh, I love the burp.
Or just like the door creaking open.
Yep. Phone ring.
Oh, I did a
proud
zinger.
laugh. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah.
And burp. Yeah, that's the 4.
Alright, 42 piercing, 35 psychic.
Ooh, big.
Nice. Big one.
Have you turned it off fully or just reset it?
How many of your dice have you got left now?
None.
I would assume you're dumping each
Well, I'm
time.
dumping 4 each time, sort of thing, but it's
And
because
then
I've
the
sucked
sword.
damage twice, I think.
Ah, yep.
And yeah,
Lovely.
now I have none left.
So, it triggers something on the beast. It was bloodied, kind of came back from.
Now it's bloodied again.
But now
I
it
swear to
is-
God, if it fucking heals again.
It is beyond bloodied. So what happens is, you see the plating sort of shift out suddenly, and it sheds almost like a snake exoskeleton of this hide in where it
That'll
was.
be a lot of good of armor.
Yes.
It will. And you see a relatively smaller, less armored creature emerge from its hide.
Cook him!
That
Cook his ass
smaller,
now!
less armored creature look also immune to fire and whales.
You have no idea.
I mean, hit it with the fire first, maybe, but...
No, wait.
You've got 6 hit points. If you roll real good on that bludgeoning damage, that could be a real fucking problem really quickly.
It'd be very funny.
That is how Kincaid would want to go.
I thought
This is how it happens.
I thought we were going to whale drop Hermes anyway.
Hey, what?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were going to whale drop Hermes anyway.
Well, yeah, but then he was immune to bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, but now he might.
Now.
He might not be. Well, yeah, I mean, Hermes
Now-
was sitting over here and has been for the...
Yeah,
He's just been flying, watching,
Hermes,
going.
to stay out of the
He's just
way.
been flying, there going, this is not going well.
He's like, well, I'm not fucking going in there.
Yeah.
They wanted me to sit on that guy's shoulder and he's a smoking corpse.
I made the
But he
right
got better,
call.
weirdly.
It's just like, last time I saw them doing this badly was also against a Robert.
Oh, yeah.
They're just not good at robots.
It seems that
Our one
way.
weakness, robots.
It seems that way.
Only when we don't bring the lightning spell.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't bring it that time either, actually.
It's alright, we'll get a lightning cannon and then
Yeah.
maybe
And
we'll
also
remember to bring
that I
that
have
next
that.
time. Maybe.
Maybe.
So, it sheds what slows it down. And after the bloodied condition ends, it immediately takes a turn. And it is going to burrow.
No.
It is.
Electric field?
It is. Nope, exactly where it is.
It also extends infinitely underground. by the way.
Good. Yeah. Remember, it's 20 feet wide, but infinitely dense.
Well, no, it's 20 foot wide, but centered on the creature at all times.
When it
Just
shed the
follows.
thing, was there any sign of the water elemental that was in the carapace?
No,
Was you
nothing
really
at all.
doing things?
No, he died a long time ago.
Each time it's
Stingy.
On his first turn, like when he walked up to it, he got walloped for 42,
Yeah,
went inside,
sliced
took a
in
bunch
half.
of damage from it moving around.
It's
It's
like
like
50 hit points left.
Yeah.
It's just a puddle on the
No. It also,
A bit of it is a little bit wet.
each time it was channeling its solar attacks,
Oh, that went
the
through.
beam was going through the center and then out. And so a little bit of extra damage.
Just eviscerated that.
Yeah. But it did bludgeon a few times from the inside. So, in essence, the combat actually ends as it burrows 60 feet. And unless you're keen on diving after this thing, which moves...
I can't.
Did
I
it-
don't have burrow speed.
Did it leave a tunnel behind, or it's
Yeah.
like, oh.
Oh, well then of course we are.
easy.
Okay.
I mean, we need this
Yeah, no,
bit.
we're following if we can.
So, then that was Varys' turn.
Yeah,
No,
I can't even remember.
End of your turn, then
Yeah, because you triggered the.
Yeah.
then it is its turn anyway.
Can Varys see down the hole?
No,
I've got
he's over
fucking superior dark vision. I'll be fine.
It digs there.
No, I'm saying like from where you are now, if you can see down it.
Not at the moment.
I might be able to see its tail sticking.
Digs on that direction. It is only 50 feet now.
Oh, okay.
So, it vanishes from sight, and you sort of feel the ground shaking a bit as it is tunneling. And vanishes from where you can see. You see the hole that it's left.
I mean, yeah, do we
Okay.
chase? Do we wait for it to. Oh, yeah, you can catch up, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. If I can just stay behind it and keep shooting it, it's either going to have to turn around or it's going to die.
Well, it won't be
Probably
able to
only
just...
got 2 or 3 shots left in it, and its AC is going to be lower.
Yeah.
In order for it to get to you, you'll have to like loop around anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe it can still fart out the beam, but we also don't know. We don't know if
What a way to die.
the armor was focusing the energy in the beam. So I don't
Maybe,
even know if
yeah.
it can do a beam attack kind of thing. It might only be able to just go
Doing a cruise.
How
Yeah.
An
far
AoE.
can you move on the carpet?
120 if I double dash.
Do you want to use your movement at the end of your turn to sort of...
I steady aimed that turn.
Oh,
Can't move.
Can you still steady aim if you're ordering the carpet to move?
I feel like the whole point of steady aim is that I'm not moving, so I can go.
Remain entirely still.
Kind of.
But then I'm thinking, even if you do chase after it, you won't be getting sneak attack.
Well, yeah,
But like
I've
after
got a way.
you use your attack, can't you use your bonus action to tell the carpet to move?
But you have the bonus action steady aim.
Well,
Oh, right.
yeah, like when I'm on the carpet, I use my bonus action to dash, kind of thing. Like
Ricky.
telling the carpet to move. It's effectively the same thing. It might even be slightly worse.
You see Kincaid roll over. What would you like to do? So what you see here is the 10-foot
Is it
high...
my turn, sorry?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The 10-foot high hide of this thing.
Yeah.
So for a second you think it's still there, but you notice that it's not shifting or changing in any way.
So at the moment, it'll be 10 feet underground, essentially. Like it's back.
Well, we don't know because it may have dashed.
No?
You have no idea.
Right.
But
If
it's
it got a
vanished.
full turn, it could have dashed. It could
And
be
it'll-
100 feet underground.
It also might have, like, 60-foot move above ground, 1,000-foot below ground move.
They all got lava.
But also, the burrowing speed might have been improved by the armor. Might be a bit shitter now.
Ricky, what are you going to do?
Plunge a potion of greater healing into Kincaid's chest.
Into the gaping wound. And just be like, that's how you do it.
No,
right?
I just kind of drop it on top of him and say, "Get up, man!"
Just bathe in it.
You put it in his chest cavity, then punch it and shatter it in his chest.
Oh, the broken glass.
Oh, the healing wounds.
Sweet, sweet healing.
It is. Well, you'll have to use it on your turn, but it's 4d4 plus 4. Like, I'm not using it on you. I'm dropping it on your corpse because I don't want to use an action to do it.
Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna dash, fly, and just fly up above the corpse and kind of check out the hole and see if it left a solar thing in its
That'd be
shedding.
yellow shiny
Okay.
stone.
So I've got gives me 60-foot fly to because I use my action to dash.
Flying up, 20, 25, 30. So flying to kind of where you'd been attacking it, sort of in the midsection, you'd be able to get over to an opening.
Yeah.
And you're not blinded, so you would be able to see that there appears to be a source of light inside the shell that has been left behind.
Ooh.
The exoskeleton.
Do I still have any move?
Yep, you could use the rest of your move to get inside of that if you would like.
Actually, I'm just going to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
I'm just going to be like, guys, glowing.
Wait, tunnel or in the
Yeah, everything's glowing right now.
Inside of the exoskeleton.
Like, yeah, I'm pointing to it with an exosuit. Just because I'm pretty low and because I just use my action to dash, so I don't want to check it out and then set off some trap.
Okay.
So I'm just going to stay floating and keeping an eye on it and sort of in the tunnel and see if it's going to fly back out.
Sure.
So I'll just wait there.
So at the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action, which you will not know what it does.
Yep.
And Kincaid,
Yes.
as the healing potion is sprayed all over you, awakening you. Oh.
Well, no, I just left it uncorked so I could use my action. So
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, bear with me.
You're good.
What level are we? 13, 14?
13.
about to be 14, am I right?
Yeah,
You leveled up last session.
yeah.
What is this shit?
So,
Yeah, but am I right?
Polymorph
You love it, Ty.
I do.
creature.
I'm not gonna lie. Brings me joy knowing that you want that level up so badly. And I can just go,
I have all the power.
did you send Hermes down the hole or no?
nah, Hermes is way over here.
Literally, after our first session on Thursday of my new game, Stephen, with that long rest, it seems like Anne level up.
Oh,
I was like,
beast.
it's been 5 minutes.
Just chill.
I mean, I eviscerated that little wolf.
True, you did.
I feel more powerful.
You weren't
Personally.
here for it, but it was like one of our first sessions where I did the same thing. I used a thunderous smite on a wolf and turned it to like ash. This is like our second session.
It is fun when you're low level and roll max damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't turn into swarms, can I? I don't think.
I would assume not.
No.
You could turn into one creature.
Well, that's not super.
Well, I rolled like a crit. I think. I did
I want to be a swarm of flies.
Well, because if I could turn into a swarm of scarabs, they have a burrow speed, so I could like
Okay.
and leave a tunnel
Big enough.
for everyone else. But I can do that. But I'm leaving a tunnel this big as one scarab.
Guys, follow me through.
Not sad, but the worm just left a much bigger tunnel we could use.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It leaves behind a pencil-thin trail.
All right, so I'm gonna stand up, and then run 25 foot.
So what's your
you've got
normal
crazy
movement?
move speed.
Yep.
So you stand up using
I'm
half
quicker
of
if I
50
run. Yeah, so 25
to where?
towards
So
the hole.
there's a big shell. Are you then going to fly over it?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a 10-foot barrier.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you're above the
Cool.
exoskeleton that it has left behind.
Can I see down the tunnel
No, tunnels.
over there?
Yep, and it dug that a ways.
Then, so can I land on the thing?
Yep.
Like on the.
Plating. Yep.
Yep.
Wait, this is a giant landmine.
Hey, why'd it click when I landed?
Why did it say this side towards enemy? And I will spend a charge from the staff as my action to wild shape into a riding horse. And,
Okay.
Standing on top of the exoskeleton
and
as a horse.
charge down after it. Because the horse is the fastest thing.
Yeah, you can be.
Horse, it's got like a 60-foot
Does it have blind side?
Well, haven't you already used your movement as well?
Blind horse is going to go charging into a hole.
Wait, you finished riding on your back?
I haven't used my horse movement.
You've used the move action.
Well, I had 25 foot of movement.
Uh-huh.
Now I used that, and now I have 60 foot. So I've still got another 35 foot.
Can Vin and Weasel be riding on your back to give you a
Yeah,
source of light?
Well, it kind of
I
makes
guess
sense.
think about it as
You could
if
continue
I did it,
moving
if I did it
further.
at the
Cowboy.
start. At the
Cowboy
start,
Vin.
it would
Yeah,
be
then you
like
could
this.
just
I
60.
just did it partway through so I could fly out
Get
onto
over
the
the...
thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So you go 30 more feet. 30?
Yes. Charging down the turret.
No, you had 50 foot of movement.
But I stood up. So yeah, I had 50.
Yeah, so you used the 50 to get there, because it was 25
Yes.
to stand.
So another 10.
25, so you got 10 more, so you could get off the exoskeleton.
I'm off the exoskeleton. And yeah, that's my action.
And movement? Yep.
Yep. And
So the hole being because it moved like that
Oh,
and then
cool.
dug there. That's the
actually, I should.
entrance.
Can I say sorry? As my bonus action before I went, I drank the potion. I need
Sure.
to do
Yeah.
that.
No, do it as a horse.
44 plus 4. The healing potion turns into a giant salt lick.
Ah, yes.
I put it in
oats.
like a nose bag and strap it on, and you're like, Kincaid, what are you doing? And then he turns into a horse. And you're like, I should have seen that coming.
You okay there, Chief?
2, 4, 7, 8, 10.
10 heals.
Yep, 10 healing. And so that's the end of my. So action, horse, bonus action, drink, potion.
I watched a very funny cooking show where one of the challenges was to create a meal in a horse feeder bag so that you can you can eat hands-free while you play video games.
That's sick. I'm all about that. Oh, no,
Pretty
it is
cool.
shifting.
And
Did it look good? Or did it look just like slop?
Some of it was slop. One of the chefs did like a 3-course meal. So they did like an entree salad on top and then a pasta and then like a layer of crumble and like custard under the bottom.
So once you get through each layer. Nice.
I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
and Vin will just go 40 foot following me. So that was my action. Didn't command him, so he can't dash.
Can't believe Vin is just so incredibly strong.
Vin stands atop his claimed kill. He killed it.
Oh, like, best on ground for sure.
What?
Absolute shooing for me.
Nothing to do with the guy that, did
all the damage.
hundreds and thousands of damage.
At a guess.
So,
He rolled 28 on the save.
yeah, he don't get hit by nothing.
That's also true.
So what is his perception?
12 trillion?
Passive perception.
Yeah, probably.
Probably 9.
Wouldn't put it past him.
No.
32 perception?
No.
No, just
No.
What do we say our proficiency bonus is?
5.
17.
17.
His passive
Basically 20.
Pretty good.
He doesn't have dark vision. Oh yeah, no, just kidding. Yes, he does.
Well, he's literally a glowing.
Yeah, I mean,
he doesn't need
very
it.
glow stick.
So what he could see as well, he could see sort of through some of the rents and holes that have been made in this shell. He would be able to also see the glow of light from sort of underneath and on the top of the shell. So if the shell's like this up here, a little light source.
Can you stick his head in a hole and look?
If you want him to, yeah.
Yep, he does that.
A crystalline source of light.
He points at it and says, "Family."
Hey, I was already pointing at it, Vin. You get your own glory.
Yeah, but I pointed better.
Get your bold, shiny, flaming head out.
Get your own time to point that. Stop stealing all my glory.
He is a thief. But at the end of your turn, it's going to use another legendary action. Through it.
Well...
Still blind.
And if I was over there, I could fix that. I'm a horse. If I wasn't a horse, and had just run off as a horse,
You hear
I could
clip
fix that.
clopping, and you're like,
Technically a magical effect. If I dispel magic, will it
No,
fix it?
your
or-
retinas was seared like tuna steaks.
yeah, it's a condition.
I don't know if there's even.
I don't think I
You're
can
in there.
fix it.
I can fix it. Don't worry.
Later.
He says,
I can.
nayingly.
Yeah.
Munching the potion out of his bean bags.
So, what are you doing blinded? You just
My
sort of
bonus
stand there.
action to heal myself.
Okay, using...
Or a vitality.
So
That's right.
7.
Nice.
Because
It's a bonus action to heal it. So.
Yeah, and so
Lovely. What you
and
got?
then I guess I'll just... Maybe I'll just use all my movement here. So I'll do 60 foot that way, because I got an action just dash.
That away?
Yeah. Try and
Nah,
bump
good.
into
No,
20 poles.
You sort of skirt around that one. And you run into this massive metal thing.
Oh my god.
Who put this out? I didn't do it!
Have I walked into it?
you'll die now, worm.
I have you.
I didn't get shanked by it, so it should be fine.
Yeah. At that
Must
point.
have dodged the attack.
Quick, someone shout.
Oh my god.
3 seconds.
Yeah, shadow boxing with the armor.
Didn't hit me.
I'm
It's,
so
it's
fast.
working. Keep it up.
I've distracted it, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, get it, Vin.
He's like, firmly. I already did. So at this point, at the top of initiative order, it is a pointless pursuit. Each of its legendary actions has moved it further, and it can burrow quite fast now that it's not encumbered. The reason that it didn't burrow while it had the exoskeleton is it slows it down a lot. But moving through the sands, it's also not a stable tunnel that it leaves behind. So you sort of, Varus would be able to get to the open mouth of this thing, looking down, and just see sort of bits falling. Doesn't look like it will stay.
Yeah, we got what we can.
Kincaid charges bravely down the tunnel in hot pursuit.
where did you get that trumpet?
How was he doing that with a horse mouth?
It wasn't the mouth.
It's a horse ass
Playing
trumpet.
the other trumpets.
You're a real horse's ass.
So, the combat is a success. You have gotten it to shed its solar gathering apparatus and its defenses.
And the solar convergence crystal, presumably.
How about we have a
You
little
would
short
presume
rest inside the armor, Song of Rest, hit dice, etc.
I like it. I would like
Yeah,
some healing.
Can we grab this solar thing before, like, just in case it
Yeah.
comes back, just so we've got it?
Yeah.
I kind of sort of like the idea of hunkering down inside the armor, like it's
In a-
on
I mean, like
protection.
the solar crystal. Can we just rip that off?
Oh yeah. For,
Yeah.
and
Just
then-
to make sure if it
Yeah,
comes
so
back
if we
or if we
have
have
to
to
fail.
fail.
We can haul us, and we already have it.
Yeah.
So, offering much better protection than a sandstone building. This adamantium shell is.
Garbage spell.
Did anyone else need
Yeah,
healing?
it's.
It
needs more.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was even looking down, like, it's
Yeah.
because it's an absolute one of those ones. It's an absolute wall of text. I didn't even realize. It takes so you can do this, you can make a pill, you can blah blah blah. It takes 10 minutes for these changes to complete. So I wouldn't have even done that.
So the
Far
pillars had
out.
only just started forming and then got blasted
Yeah,
apart.
yeah, we've got about 20 centimeters off the ground,
Well, lucky it didn't drop on the non-spiked.
and you have to
pillars.
concentrate on it the whole time.
That is
Yeah.
horrible.
I'll look.
It's one of those ones where like you can do good stuff if you want to like prepare it.
Very
Like,
circumstantial.
If you get that opportunity,
Yeah.
D&D.
Well, but like it'd be good for an ambush or something. I could sink us in the sand like completely
Yeah, make-
seamlessly, like that sort of shit. But it's not useless.
Yeah,
but for a
I'm
6th level
very
spell,
It's not good.
Not good enough.
no.
I think he's on 7.
I'll dehorse and I'll prod you with the staff of healing and cast lesser restoration, and you get deblinded.
Ah, I can see.
Always
I
mess
saw
up
that.
when I heal you, or is that new?
Oh, it's new when I, couldn't see for an hour.
Hey, Kincaid,
Yeah.
I've still got 8 healing things as well, so might as well just use them on.
how
How big are you when you're a mammoth? And how much can you carry?
yeah.
Big and lots.
All the
Because,
armor plate.
like, the creature's not wearing this shit anymore, so it's just an object. So me and Shatterspike will be able to carve up the exact piece that you can carry as a mammoth all the way back to town. And we can get filthy, stinking rich.
Yeah, it shuts
Or just real a lot of good armor. Because I stayed attuned to it specifically because we're fighting a construct, I just didn't want to go near the fucking
Yeah.
Like, if I could have, I would have, but yeah.
What's the sorry, 37?
37.
So just
Yeah, like-
using all of your charges of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll measure that up and we'll build you a suit, basically, and you can just wear that all the way back to town.
Mammoth adamantium barding.
It's like, oh no, guys, I'm literally never changing up. It's like,
I'm gonna go.
this is all for me.
I'm gonna be like the animal who like stays too long in the form, and I'm just a mammoth now.
Yeah, and you just come to belt. You're like, we're gonna need you to remount that lightning cannon.
Also,
One on each tusk, please.
I do have an armored mammoth mini.
I mean, we could make 2 trips.
So, trampling. Okay, it doesn't have any like special things, but it's a huge beast with a strength of 24.
So you can carry a lot.
So isn't it like your carrying capacity is doubled for every size category above medium? Is that right?
Yeah, technically, every size class, you are larger than the creature or object you're carrying, kind of thing. But like, also because we can chop this plate up into any size, technically, that we want.
Well, we could also I reckon we just get one big piece as a giant sled, pile on smaller bits.
Now we're thinking.
I
with
like
the old
it.
noggin.
I like it.
And I'm the dumbest one here.
Apparently,
You said it, not them.
but you
I'm a
are pretty
horse.
dumb though. Since you played the deck, you haven't been quite right.
Yeah, don't I know it?
So,
Like he needs
I'd
to get
imagine
pretty
it
repaired.
would
rest.
in
Put
big
down
truck
the
and then
stuffing
plate
back
up
from
again.
and I'm a little bit fucked up.
Yeah.
That came up like the clips from like the TV show, and I kind of want to watch it because I thought the TV show would be garbage, and then it actually looks alright.
What TV show?
The Ted TV show.
I didn't even know they made a TV show.
I only found out because it came up
There you
on.
go.
Is it like him as a kid or something?
Yeah. It's kind of like that 70s show, but Ted's in it.
Oh. Does anyone have a 1,000 gold diamond they want to let me hang on to?
I've got a 500 gold diamond, I'm pretty sure. Oh, so
I know we had a couple.
I think I've got the most of my gems left because I generally either left them with you, carrying the rest, or I'm wearing them.
Did I give you my 500 gold diamond?
Yeah, I've definitely got.
So Kincaid's got the diamond I had.
If I had a 1,000 gold diamond out of our split sort of thing that didn't get lost to the void, you can have that. But I have no idea what we still have.
Yeah, let me just look it up.
Not having internet right now on the guy that keeps track of it. A little bit painful.
Will a 1,000 gold opal suffice?
Well, I know I
Nah,
had
it needs to
one
be a diamond.
here, but I'm pretty sure I gave it to Kincaid, so...
Well, I know, because I know in our split we were kind of like, look, it's mostly going to be diamonds because they're the most useful, and then a
Yeah.
bunch of random stuff. Because yeah, it needs a diamond. It's just for because I now have resurrection, so it'd be nice to have a diamond.
Well,
that-
yeah, again, out of all the gems that we received in my card, the only thing I did with them, I put some rubies in the staff, and then I put an opal in the belt
Yeah.
buckle. Literally everything else was for the party
If
to
you've been dead no more than a century, I can bring you back.
Yeah, it's
here we
pretty
go.
handy.
The big time one.
If the soul is free and willing.
Yeah, there's always...
He's sort of a bit of a ringy cock.
I don't know if he's
Ring.
willing.
Yeah.
He's kind
he-
of
he's probably
used to
very
it.
willing.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually don't think we have any because all of the
We got them all chopped down.
Well, all the ones that we didn't really have any on our person.
Well, I
Well,
did.
we
I gave
did
it.
that
I
with
gave
the-
one to you though.
We did not not of that value.
Oh,
I've got teleported to the safe,
Well,
which
they're-
is currently somewhere.
That's the thing. They were either in.
No, but
they were
I
either
still
in-
actually had one physically on me. That was 500 gold though. So
Yeah, the 500 gold
Yeah.
one. Yeah, sorry, I meant of that
Yeah.
value. Because we had. Yeah,
Mm,
they
They
were
turned
all
a lot
in.
of them into dust.
Yeah.
Don't know how many though.
I've got tons of diamond dust. Well, not
Yeah.
tons,
Surely we
but
can like heat metal and just turn it into a diamond. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, it's totally
yeah, well,
fine.
that and the pressure of
same.
The earth.
Something
These-
your
Yeah.
butt constantly for a very long time.
Should be right.
Sorry, the pressure
We've
of
got
your
1,000 years.
impact.
Yeah, over a few thousand years.
Yeah.
You got this. Don't even try.
Right, short rest.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen blood diamonds.
Have we plucked the
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, should we
I was going to get there when everyone's done with
Yeah.
whatever you were doing.
Spike and a crowbar will make quick work of anything that's holding it in place.
Yeah.
Yep. And it appeared to be sort of directly connected to the underside of the solar spine, sort of ridge. So it comes away with, a little bit of surgical chopping and smashing, and you have a solar convergence crystal.
Somebody else hold on to that.
Yeah, I'll hang on to that one.
While you're resting, you notice that there are tiny little scarabs on the inside of the armor, which you hadn't seen before. Just sort of, almost
Might I collect a few in a jar?
bottom feeder-esque.
Are they like mechanical scarabs? Or
Yeah.
are they like okay?
Yeah, I'd like to collect a few.
Sure. Make an animal handling check, because they're, I guess,
Can it be
technically.
sleight of hand so I can just into a bag?
No, it's more like animal handling in that not scaring them away, trying to approach them.
I need 16.
Oh yeah, yep. So you'd be able to get 2 before they all sort of vanish out of sight.
Yeah, cool.
The only problem is, well, not problem. The only thing you notice while you're capturing them, one of them seems to be moving and then resetting to where it was.
Does it reset through the bag?
No. No, one of the ones that you haven't caught.
Ah.
It seems like it's about to try and scurry away, but it keeps blinking back to the same position.
Can I try and grab him too?
Yeah, when it stops there, you go, "Hey!" And you break its time loop.
Loop that it's stuck in.
Everyone also, if you spend hit dice, gets an extra 5 healing.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Hell yeah.
So that last scarab that you grab,
Yeah.
roll me a d6.
Ooh. Level up 6 times.
6.
6. So we'll have
Wow.
six uses.
Ooh. 6 charges on weird scarab.
I wonder if they're the things that were like eating the time.
Scarab.
So the clockwork scarab, you have 6 charges of it.
Cool.
You can use it to replay your turn.
Oh.
So the damage that you do is undone.
Oh.
And you get to
But you get to
essentially reposition, retarget whoever.
stitch in time-ish.
Kind of, yeah.
Just puts you back to the start of your turn.
Yeah, so you just
cool, actually.
you need to make the same actions though is the only thing.
Okay, so like, yeah, you have to still attack and that sort of thing, or
Yeah.
move. Like, so is it actions? Like, if I move or don't move, like, does that count?
Movement's fine. It's just the actions that you
Action has to
take.
be if you cast a spell, cast a spell.
Yeah.
which I can't
And if
do.
you can't attack, find out that blows you up, and then be like, oh no, I'm just going to dodge.
Yeah. Or if it's immune to the damage that you do, you could rewind and do a different spell.
Do something
Or
else.
if
Or
you
shoot
turn
something else to drop that on it. Or
Exactly.
That works.
try and shoot it in the dick.
You would need to be able to use it.
Replay. So, and it's as an action.
Yep.
Or
Well, yeah, you just need to be able
wow.
to use it.
Use it. So, like, free item interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also don't know if it's significant, but I rolled the dice for the short rest, and then when you do it on the phone, like it automatically does it, and it rolled the exact same.
Wow.
6d8.
Exact same number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
used 9d8. One of them, I was rolling them 3 at a time. All 8s.
Shit.
But then the other one was like 1, 2, 3. So
That's probably significant.
Yeah, a couple of hit dice and back full.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm back.
Yeah,
well, I'm
I'm
not
not-
up to full, but I'm 113.
I'd use all my hit dice.
pretty close to full.
Not surprising.
I
Be
use
careful because you only get half back per long
yeah,
rest.
that's why I like default to using half, and then we just
Yeah.
see how we go.
Yeah, I used half, and I was like, I've only got like, I'm still like 60 HP short, so I was like,
Might as well.
So you have chronovore plating, or the exoskeleton of a chronovore.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds good.
Well,
The thing that you just
sled making.
fought.
What was it called, sorry? Chronovore.
Chronovore plating. And then finally, now that you can see again,
oh,
you'd notice that Teach looks a little different. As when the creature landed on you and you deflected an attack, or you blocked it with your sword, being the only thing that could sort of stand up to the adamantian size that it was using. It appears to have infused with some of the chronal energy, raw chronal energy. So, this will undo 1 level of your statue. So a 3 no longer will statue you. What happens is, on a crit, you will paralyze for 1 round, or until they take damage.
Wait, the enemy will be
Or
paralyzed.
until they take damage. But it
Yes.
effectively guarantees a second crit.
Yeah.
So
Which
you
does it
get
stack?
chain crits.
Does it stack?
or if
With
I,
what?
Like if you crit and then crit again and they paralyzed again?
Well, if they're still paralyzed, like it depends if the
Oh.
timing of it, I
if
guess.
the first roll is a crit, then I can get Varus with my second attack to attack with.
With advantage, yeah.
You can, because
Yeah, you can use your sneak attack.
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
20,000
all that
dice.
sort of stuff.
when a
Yeah.
paralyzed creature is hit with a melee attack, it's an automatic
Ah,
crit.
yeah,
so
fucking
you
melee
just
attacks.
stun lock.
Yeah. What we're saying is if you get 1 crit,
Yeah.
they're paralyzed.
As long as you
and
keep
then it's
attacking
crit.
them,
Yeah, but if I.
Well, if
and
you
then damage will undo it.
Yeah.
But like, if we need to get away, you can just stand there bonking the shit out of it.
You just need to farm a crit. But you're not sure if it will chain. You'll have to see how it interacts, or what happens with Teach.
Yeah.
But
So a bit less statue
Yeah.
and a cool thing on
Oh yeah, it's automatic crits if you're within 5
Yeah.
feet. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Right, so it doesn't like
It doesn't work for me, but you're gonna hit them a second time.
Yeah.
Light
Or
them
you
a
can get
second
Varus
time.
or you can be like, Varus, get over here.
Yeah, quick.
Quick, you have 6 seconds. Run.
Run!
I just said, yeah, I can't.
My legs, they're frozen to the carpet.
I'm still recovering from aiming very hard.
I'm sorry, I'm rolling this patch of air.
So is it only when I roll a 3 it gets rid of that for like, is it once per long rest?
You are cured of your third.
Okay.
Yeah,
Statue.
Gravestone statue.
Yeah,
one
sweet.
So taking the raw, it's called the raw chronal distillate that it had coated on its weapons, which was causing you to have that time dissonance. It has kind of changed the way that your statuing works in a way.
Timetiness.
Oh, wait, did I say paralyze? Sorry, I meant petrify. Sorry. Because of his statue-ness. Not paralyze. Sorry.
You're right.
Right.
I mean, that's still
Still very good.
Yeah.
crazy. Just turn him into a rock.
Well, yeah, I mean, still, like...
He's a rock.
Hit
Run.
him, and then...
Or no, even better.
Either...
He's a rock. Everyone gather round.
Well, it's not just that, but like any spell that requires setup kind of thing. Like you petrify him, someone casts spike growth or something around him, someone casts wall of
Or
this,
even,
that,
like,
whatever, and they just leave him there to wake up in a turn and be like, ah, shit.
I have
a whale?
got,
Or,
King Kong.
or, how far do
Okay.
you reckon I can get this one? Nah, 300 feet.
Oh my god.
You yeet him, Hermes flies after him with a tape measure.
Petrified shaped stone.
Turn him into a ball.
A big bust.
Just unpetrifies a big ball of flesh. He's like, please kill me.
That's like arcing off to the horizon.
also, I've got magic circle. So I could petrify them, put the circle,
yeah.
unpetrify it. They are trapped within that if they're
How long does the circle take?
10 minutes.
How
1
long do
minute,
they
sorry.
petrify for?
For,
Well, I mean,
until
I know it's
the
400.
end of their next turn.
I'll end
Okay.
the next turn, so it's not
Yeah.
a long-term one.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so
Or
It'd-
until they take damage.
It'd still
So
potentially work for the King Kong yeet.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you throw them far enough directly up, they may unpetrify in the air and then take full damage on the way down, which would be hilarious.
yeah.
And then wail them on their feet.
You know what? Or what could it be even better? If I wail, but don't drop on them, I just eat them.
Oh,
I feel like it causes, like, more damage to you. Like,
now the stomach
No,
acids.
but it's a swallow. If the target's a large or small creature, it must succeed on a dex save, which is automatically failed because it's a thing, or be swallowed by the whale.
Do
A
you have,
swallowed
like-
creature has total cover against attacks and takes acid damage at the start of the whale turns. If the whale takes 30 damage or more on a single turn from a creature inside it, I throw it up. But otherwise, I just sit there, just holding concentration for an hour.
This is the best BEG fight ever, guys.
Delicious.
Maltar's in your stomach. Like,
Inside the whale's stomach.
Yes. The rest of the fight is just you throwing buckets of water on this beached whale.
What are you doing saving the realm?
You don't belong here.
no, I really hope it's like we like find the capital city or whatever, and Maltar's there. You eat him, we all follow him, so everyone's just watching you as a whale, just kind of smiling, like waving, as this fight is raging on inside your
Every now and
stomach.
then, just like a bunch of smoke comes out of the mouth.
Nothing to see.
Out your blowhole, just
Because you
fire.
have to make a save to not throw it up, so it's just sitting there and every
They'll sing songs about this day.
Don't worry, guys. We've got it under control.
You might want to step.
Just a little further.
Oh, flawless. Flawless.
I whaled buckets. This one's a feisty one.
So this was the discussion while you sit
Yes.
inside of the shell.
Yeah, this is our short rest shenanigans.
Well, yeah, after the short rest, I'd like to start
Yeah, making a sled.
doing the
Smacking away.
maths on our brains and shit, and then being like, what is the absolute max limit of this stuff that we can haul back
Well,
down?
I'd like to turn this shit into plate armor.
There's going to be enough to make a lot of things.
I would love some.
We're using a mammoth.
If there's a medium armor variant we can make.
There's going to be enough. We just need. Well, Belchy's going to have to make them one at a time, and he's going to have to be willing to do it.
And he's going to have to forge adamantium.
And A, it's going to be time consuming. B, he's probably doing something else.
I might.
Like stitching the universe back together.
You can't really do so much of that without the parts.
He said he might be able to use some.
Instead of a mammoth, I might turn into a T-Rex. It's the same size and strength, but I feel like it's probably going to be more useful, like breaking things up, being able to like bite and
With your tiny little arms.
smack with the tail
Yeah,
and shit.
all in the arms.
Cool.
So,
Yeah,
how much can you readily carry?
Strength of 25 and it's huge.
Okay.
So whatever that is. It's,
Yeah, what's
What's
the...
the math?
Yeah, Isaac, do math.
Push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength score. Larger creatures can bear more.
Alright, so
Carrying capacity
So let me-
5e.
30 by 24. And then size category from medium to large to huge. So that'd be times 4. Which would make it 2,880 pounds.
What's that in not freedom?
Divided by 2.2, that is 1,309 kilos.
1.3 tons.
Doesn't actually feel like a lot.
I mean, it's a literal ton of high quality adamantium. I don't think anybody in the world has ever seen this level of fucking
Yeah, but like
stuff.
that still couldn't.
Swag.
Did you come out at 1360 kilos?
1309 point something recurring.
Yeah,
Close enough.
But yeah, like 1,300 kilos, effectively.
So yeah, ton and a third.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like that's enough to make 2 sets or 3 sets of armor. Even with
Probably
the
a
mistakes.
lot more than that.
Well, we get the armor first, we ask him to bolt the rest on the tank.
So, you smash it apart with Shatter
It's like
Spike,
we
just
auto crits on objects. So
yeah.
Yeah.
double damage.
Helping tear and
bite, stack shit.
Wait, if it auto crits on objects.
I was not getting near that thing.
No, I was gonna say if it auto crits on objects
and you petrify.
and I petrify
Are they
somebody,
an object?
do they count as an object?
Oh no, I think we went through this because if you're an because I could polymorph.
No, you couldn't
I
polymorph.
couldn't because you
Some of
can't
it's
consent or
petrified.
whatever.
I can't
But
remember.
But if you're an object, you can't technically grab a rest
turn
to
to
you.
inanimate.
Yeah,
It says turn to
yeah.
inanimate substance. You are transformed along with any non-magical
But you're still
object.
a creature. That's right. Because
It
otherwise,
is solid inanimate substance.
But otherwise, well then you're permanently stunned.
Because Greater Resto is creature. So
Not
then,
object.
So you're still
Which wouldn't make
technically a
sense.
creature.
yeah.
It can't be both,
As well as
though.
like when they're petrified, they get resistance. Is it
To all
magical?
all damage.
Yeah.
All damage.
So yeah, like so, I would hit them. It would be a crit, but it would deal normal damage.
Yeah, it works out about
So it'd
even.
be like, yeah,
I'm resistant. I crit.
not a bad way to do it, but like, it's fine.
Utilize Shatter Spike, but
OKD was the funniest.
It is definitely, and it's actually tactically viable.
and then they wake up just inside a whale.
inside a whale, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be pretty disorienting.
I think
Or
it's
if I
like
just
to make
shape
it
them into a cube and then just eat it like a little doggy treat. And so they wake
Wake up inside King Case.
Yeah, they wake up, they're Super Meat Boy, and they're in a whale's stomach.
Just slowly eroding. They're like, wow, this is pretty fucking horrifying. I thought I was the villain.
This is dark. So,
Jesus, these the heroes?
how long does T-Rex last?
An hour, but I can cast it however long.
Okay, so we'll...
It's a 4th level, and I've got multiple spare.
Yep, so you will need to use multiple. It was about 3 or 4 hours without lugging 1.3 tons. Across the sand and then up into the mountains.
How many?
So, I mean, make an athletics using T-Rexy Jones. I'll give you advantage because it is on a very sleek,
They reset on short rest.
Oh, beauty.
a very sleek. What did you call it?
Singing a jaunty travel tune.
Oh.
So you've got a D10 to add to that if you want. With an inspiration.
Would you mind well, because it lasts for 10 minutes?
So yeah, takes you sort of 2 hours to get back to the edge of the mountain range that Belchy's little den is in, but then the mountains are the tricky part. Uphill.
24.
24. Good. So it's
24.
it's probably quick enough, so 2 hours would use 2 of them, and then the mountains would probably take you about 2 hours going up an incline. Also, you would have to stop to, lash the adamantium down so it doesn't just slide off.
So is that 2 total?
It'll be 4 total to get up into the mountains. But that would get you right back to Belchbag's door. Traveling.
With the metric
Let me
of the
just
best shit we can possibly
You
double
can
do.
see the T-Rex like stomping outside of his gate.
Yep, that'll be we're here honking the horn.
Can you do 4?
Yeah. I just wanted to check if I upcast it, does it last longer? So is it like
Yeah, you get an extra hour.
10
that's
hours.
1 fifth and 2? Yeah, but either way, like I've burned all my 4ths and all my 5ths now, so I've got
Yep.
Okay.
I've got 1. I haven't even touched my 1 to 3s, and I've still got my 7. But all the middle
All
ones
the
are out.
middles used.
We're not likely to fight somebody else today.
Well, unless Belch has changed his mind.
Well, I mean, the whole universe is doomed, and he's put a lot of effort into saving it for not much.
So, you get
Sounds like him, though.
back up into the mountains,
Would
traveling
have passed him.
Yeah, I've spent all this time stitching the world back together just to destroy it.
hilariously. So, traveling back through the light again, not really hot, but still arid out there. There's no moisture really in the air, and it's pretty knackering. As a T-Rex, he's doing the boatload of effort. So when you get back to the cave entrance, you drop form and you're just like, oh.
Boy, you really feel that reptiles don't have sweat glands.
Four hours anyway.
Oh yeah, but you really feel it.
Exactly my point.
Have you ever had sweat glands?
Well, when I turn into a mammal,
I see.
Why do you think I drink so much mangled duck? Calls me off.
I can't sweat. I have to just sit and pant like lizard. Or
So,
chicken.
you get it to the side tunnel, and then remember that Belch said just travel around the same mountain just a little bit further, and you should be able to see it. And sure enough, you do. A sort of opening. It's hidden in amongst some fallen boulders, but you notice it, and you're stomping around making a racket. Belchy sort of appears at the front. I see you were successful.
Very.
Got some adamantium for you.
And this
So it's this like greenish crystalline substance, and when you look through it, everything sort of it has a radiance around it. It's easier to see things through, and you see this sort of
glowing.
cloudy essence inside swimming around,
It's got a solar elemental trapped inside.
and his mech gloves sort of overtake his hands, and he grabs it.
Puts on the.
That's a big one. Should do just fine for your... I'm calling it the bag and wagon. Because the bag is for Belchbag.
Oh,
All right.
The shagging.
I was gonna say the bag and shagging wagon.
No. Well, I mean, that's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do on that. But don't clean it when you return it, I guess. So how are we getting all this inside?
Slowly and piece by piece. Actually, Ricky, you don't have telekinesis available.
You might need to drop that to come through the tunnel.
That'd be the easy way.
How big is
Piece at a
it?
time.
Huge.
Huge, so 15 foot, yeah. You would need to drop it.
I drop it.
You drop a T-Rex form.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
I
I can't get inside.
I just cast telekinesis.
Start
Okay.
Easy
And I
fix.
just, lift them one at a time inside.
What's
over 10
the
minutes.
lifting weight?
1,000 pounds. So,
So-
I can't do
We're
all of
probably
it
gonna
as a
do a bunch
piece.
of
Broke it up into a bunch.
Yeah.
So
So you'd be able to do it in
you like
batches.
20% at a time.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
over a couple of minutes.
It lasts me 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so you
This is
should be able to
much
get this.
more efficient. I'm not having to lift it yourself. And he's just like,
Yeah, I often find telling other people to do it is way easier.
yeah, that's why I have lackeys.
That's what
Usually.
that's for.
That's what I have to keep looking at us.
Yeah.
as we're doing it for him.
So as you're sort of placing it, I've made a space over there. That's a lot.
Maybe we can bury some in the sand and then you can just grab someone
We
and
were
eat it.
thinking maybe we could get funky armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon will be better as
Ting, ting.
adamantium.
Everyone do it.
No,
Well-
it's chronovore.
Was it?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well, I think chronovore was the animal.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well,
Either which way.
that's not what I wrote down.
I know what it's called.
I think I
No.
would know what's in my notebook.
I mean, how long are you intending to be here?
How long could this take?
Yeah.
Well, if it's adamantium, like you say, and he sort of picks it up and bites it a little just to see, scratches at it. Yeah, look, it's not easy to work with.
I can help with that.
How?
Well, you just tell me what size you need the pieces, and I can at least cut them down for you.
Oh, you can break them apart.
Yeah.
It's more the shaping, and so you want armor out of this as well.
Unfortunately,
could.
that's
I reckon it'll be the strong
in
what I've
case you
got
need
right
a
now.
forge.
I also lost
melted.
I lost all of my armor. It's immune to fire. Or the animal was at least.
The animal
It's
It's softened.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Can you just make it a bit malleable so we can like
I
perform the show?
can heat metal if that helps.
I mean, you could.
And I can use that.
And you can definitely get it hot enough.
So, is anyone proficient with blacksmithing tools?
I'm proficient with warhammers.
Nope.
Masons.
I don't know.
Then you will not be able to assist. Now, he is an artificer. He knows what he's doing in a forge.
He's
I
built
am
the
not.
best set of armor the galaxy's ever
He
seen.
also
Yeah.
built a friggin' truck.
Yeah, like anybody can do it.
I'm amazing.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that.
We agree.
That was never a doubt.
Yeah, so
Remember how you can fly without magic? Remember how you're the only creature without wings to be able to do so?
I need to use a bunch of this. I think I'll need to reinforce the device. So I will use a lot of it, but not 100 foot long. Or no, that's less than 100.
There's more than a ton there. I feel like there'll be some spare.
Okay, good. So I could definitely do it. The device is kind of my priority, I guess, at the moment. But you've also, I've finished the lightning thing.
Very
But
cool.
if you want this stuff on there as well, that's going to take time. As well, forging custom
He's
pieces.
already sprinting towards the
It's not powered. That won't do anything.
So I won't hurt anything if I touch it.
If you sit up there and go, yeah, go for it.
You think I was just looking at
TK just puts on like his little
peasants?
It moves, it swings, so you can aim it over here if you want. It can't. Yeah, so you just like aim it at the party.
I hope it's not powered on.
Will it work if we take it off the top?
No,
That's good.
that's what this thing's for, to power it.
But if it sits in it, will it take it out and just like brrr?
No, it will be hardwired in. But it will be powered by the sun, so that's pretty neat.
Belch, I just realized too, none of the armor I'm capable of wearing will be better than just my bark skin.
Okay.
So could you just maybe make my piece that would have been armor into just something cool?
Fuckery.
So am I making something out of this for all of you?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
what
so.
you're
We'd
asking
like
for?
something apiece, yes.
Well, I need some plate armor because I'm going to be copping a fair brunt of shit over the next few weeks.
So, harking back to my first question, how long are you intending to be here?
How long would it take you?
Well, we were thinking maybe more. We drop this off with you, and you work on it while we bounce over to the other planes, because we're gonna have to come back here and bring
I mean,
things
I
to
thought-
put
wasn't
in.
it-
We're going to go to Maliator, and then I guess how
Yeah,
long
we-
it takes there.
We're probably going to be in Mechanus still for a little bit,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
a good couple
And
of
we'll bet
weeks.
any-
But then how would you get back here?
With the lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we stay in Mechanus, we can't go to the whatever the fuck you call it, Shadowfell and stuff, because when he explained it, blah 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 blah, it's a big circle. We have to go all the way through.
Yeah, but we can do
So
so.
we'll go
We
back
can
up
stay in Maliator, and then we'll come back here, and then we'll go to the
After
next
having
plane.
killed literally everything else in the universe.
No, we'll go to Maliator.
Not
do what we
go
need to do.
through
We're
the
not
to
gonna
a
go
different
through the
plane
portal.
yet.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
We're going to come back
That's
here
what I'm
after we do whatever we do in Maliator.
Yeah.
Then you're all on the same page. It sounds like. So,
How long did he say it would take to get to Maliator?
assuming this works again, all experimental. I've never used a solar convergence sort of device, but it should get you through the night, and then when the lights go back on, you could use it again and keep going. So, assuming that you rotate drivers, I'll have to see how fast this thing can go once it's all hooked up.
Well, what do we fire the lightning cannon lots? Will that slow it down?
It will deplete.
Like lots.
It will deplete the storage.
But like a lot.
Yeah, I understand.
If we have to rotate drivers, can you make a setting that converts it to water vehicle controls so that I can drive it?
Sure.
Like half the time it's a car, half the time it's a boat.
The
Full
steering
time
wheel
it's a
just-
lightning
So
cannon.
rather
steering
than a
wheel
steering
turns
wheel.
into a the steering wheel just becomes
wheel.
bigger and
Yeah.
grows.
And when I'm
And
driving it,
different
can you
spokes.
make like piss antlers?
Yeah, I mean, all of this will take time. That's the only problem. So give me your priorities. What do you want first?
Okay, we need to leave on the truck like
Let's-
within a day or two to get
Okay.
to Mariator.
So, plate-wise, I'll
come
only...
back for the armor.
We'll come back
in a
for
week
the
or
armor
two.
and the stuff that we're building. For now, we just need
We need
this
the truck
ready so
ready
we
to go.
can go to Maliator.
Okay, a day won't give me enough time to sort of retrofit the armor onto your truck.
How long would
What
you
about
need?
2 or 3 days?
Maybe 2 or 3 days, yeah. If you've got anything that you needed to do in Metronus or...
Find stuff to do.
We can go kill some more.
We're going to
robots.
kill the title.
Can I get an intelligence check from everyone? Thank you.
1.
Barris is 8. Nope.
18. Flat roll.
11.
16. Just flat intelligence.
2 of you. You're like... We did promise Jillian and Biglin
Oh, yeah.
that we would, you know, give them stuff and then set them on their way.
We promised.
Yeah, we told him we'd
Take them.
get them off, we'll take them to...
So they
we
could go
could
back
pick
to the
them up
mine.
truck and take them to the thing.
Well, he's working on the truck though. That's the whole point of us staying around.
We could maybe...
Metronus is not that far away.
Yeah.
Like, it's just outside the
but
mountains.
we had to wind walk 6 hours to get them to the dwarves.
How long does
that.
Moonwalk last?
8 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yes, just the intelligence check was to see if you remembered that, oh, yeah, we promised them, just wait here, we'll be back in the morning and we'll send you on your way so you can go be safe with the
we
dwarves.
can do that. It lasts for 8 hours. You can travel 300 feet, 600 if you dash.
So maybe we should just go windwalk them to the dwarves and then
Come
windwalk back and then...
Yeah, we'd have to sleep there because I'd have to use my 7th level
Yeah.
to cast wind walk.
Again, we've got 2 or 3 days to burn. Why not?
Yeah. Windwalk there, long rest, come back, kill the Time Lord, long rest.
So, Metronus is probably an hour's travel away.
Yeah.
Just around the
Just
corner.
down out of the mountains, round to the front.
If we... You said there was cannons on some of the towers in Metronus.
Yeah.
If some of them found their way to Belch.
Yeah.
You know, have you been into Metronus? I know you went into there to see the stone, but like to get the thingy. But did you see any of the towers and the cannons and things on it?
Yeah. Where do you think I stole half of this from?
Oh, so these are from that.
Well, I mean, you look at the massive mechanical
Property of the
thing
Emperor.
that he has constructed to stitch the universe back together. And some of the pieces are intricate, something that you couldn't just find laying about in the sand. Yeah, I've absolutely stolen a lot of stuff from them. You see, well, my armor kind of makes me look like a mech. And I can replicate their sounds, so I just sort of walk through the streets, and they don't really question it. They say, what's your business? And I'm a scrapper, yeah. And then they kind of leave me be. So, I mean, when you're quiet enough like me, yeah, you can,
We know you're full belt.
yeah, be nice and quiet.
You silence.
Two other questions. If
Subtlety.
more of those cannons that are on the towers in the city found their way somehow in here, could you put them on the tank?
Look, I've already stolen a piece of the thing that makes this plane work. If by any chance that would lead them here, don't do it. It's not worth it. I can make more, but I can't fight a city of robots. They will annihilate me.
Okay. Second question.
I like where your head's at, though.
Okay. No,
Little things, little
bear it in
things.
mind, bear it in mind. Second question. If I could cast daylight into the solar thing, would that power it? Like I'm thinking if it's starting to run out of dew, then I can blah.
Does daylight have a specific thing that it's not actually sunlight?
I'm thinking sunbeam. Sunbeam.
What about sunbeam? Would that work?
Would it move with the vehicle, or are you talking when you stopped?
I don't know.
Well, with sunbeam, I believe you can just blast it out of his hand. So he could just put his hand on top of the can and just.
Anyone need a brain?
Nay.
I might have a Pasito, please.
60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range.
A point you choose.
So you could, I don't know, theoretically center it on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, no,
doesn't-
not an object you choose, a point. So that would be in
If you choose
space.
a point on an object you're holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object and moves with it.
Yeah.
So yes, you can.
Okay.
But it
So
doesn't
that-
count as sunlight.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't
It doesn't
daylight.
say it counts as sunlight though, that's the only thing.
I feel like daylight had
It
a.
does. It does in the 2024 rules.
Well, we're not using
Yeah,
the
24
are
will
we?
say sunlight spreads, whereas the original ones, it just says sphere of light spreads.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they probably thought it was a bit shit and buffed it, but.
Or maybe they
Does-
reworded it because they meant sunlight initially, but...
Does
Are you just-
sunbeam specify that it's actually sunlight? Because I feel like it does.
Yeah, sunbeam.
I mean, it had sun in the name, you'd hope so.
Sunburst, and daylight are like the three spells.
Yeah.
Really, what you're looking for is the UV rays.
Yeah.
So if it produces that, should be fine. I haven't installed it yet. And if you're wanting to leave in the next few, I've got a lot to do. I've got to make sure that the plating fits, and I've got to protect this crystal. You don't want to get hit.
What if we take you some of like those panels that saw the UV rays? Can they like store extra?
Well, they could gather the sunlight.
Yeah, but can it give us more charge?
Well, I think we got a couple of them in the
That-
exoskeleton.
Yeah, so
Oh,
when
right,
when
yeah,
you
had
sort of
some.
cut it in half, you would
Had
have...
some already attached to it.
Yep, the ridge along the top. Yeah, those will do. So that's how we'll power this thing. Not good old gas.
What about little metal insects?
Oh yeah, wait,
What
wait,
about
these? And I toss him the bag with the two little ones in it.
They
Ooh.
were crawling around
Hello,
inside
my
the
pretty.
armor. They do some time whackery sometimes.
Yeah, that one keeps climbing and resetting. I think he's stuck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, thinking back, was the
Very
gear
thoughtful.
made of adamantium?
I'm going to call them Clicky and Clacky. And that one's Jumpy. Clicky, Clacky, and Jumpy. 'Cause it keeps-
Big jumpy.
Beep. Oh, you... Aww, he's the fun one.
Yeah, the one that actually has the
It
ability.
is useful, yes.
Okay, Clicky and Clacky it is.
It's alright. If
Well-
you can get them to breed, you can have a jumpy.
Was the gear that Belch stole made of adamantium as well?
No, it is a substance even he doesn't know what it is.
Time step.
Nergy says
That's the
Is that the scientific term?
chromontium.
Nah. I mean,
Chromodome.
I call it Belchbagium.
Oh,
Trademarked. That's mine. As are the directions on this plane. Belch North, Belch East, and Belch South.
and
These new
Belch
directions.
South, Belch South, Belch East.
Seago South.
These new directions. They're very similar to the old ones.
More or less exactly the same, but I found them. So they're mine.
When I rewrite the planes in my image, I mean, when I restore
oh,
the planes.
You're right, I should take on a new title, The Wayfinder. Do you like it?
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
I mean, you might as well. You have
I'll add it to the list.
this
Yeah.
thing, which, again, nobody else could, so. There.
The architect
Yeah, all that.
of the universe. Yeah.
Maybe wait and see how it
Sounds a
turns
little
out first.
scarier.
You
Yeah, it might not work.
blame
Yeah, don't want the
prematurely.
plane
Yeah.
predator.
True.
What about Plane Weaver?
Blame Walker. They might think you're encroaching on his territory a bit with that one.
Yeah, who cares what he thinks?
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, he's scary, but
He's standing behind us. He's like,
he's back here.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
No, you know when
Wall
he's
just
here.
opens beneath your feet, you just fall through.
Oh, the planet of snakes.
Not the cobras.
Cobras. So that was an interesting fight.
Oh yeah, you're watching on your little bug thing, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't help you, but I could watch. So that I knew if you died, then to change my plans.
But we got there.
These robots are strong and quite resistant to a lot of the stuff we usually
Yeah,
do. So
they are quite resistant.
to change some
They
tack.
weren't resistant against your little lightning field. So that cannon's going to come in nice and...
Well, yeah,
They will.
you can't really dampen them from electricity or lightning, as you know it, because it kind of uses that to move half the time. So, yeah, the sparks, if it didn't work, then the whole thing wouldn't really work.
How many volts is this tank going to be? At least 7?
Yeah, at least.
All right.
Maybe 8.
Oh, we're in
Can we push double digits?
Oh, careful. Careful what you wish for.
We're playing with volts we don't know how to use
Or measure.
or understand.
Initial thing that one of the robots asked us something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how much power do you have? And you do 7.
Because you wanted robot legs, and it was
Yeah.
like, how many volts do you have?
Yeah, what's your power source?
7.
7.
That's right.
You're like, it's either really high or really low. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. They're measured in numbers.
It might be like alpha grade or something.
Well, quick question before we head off, Belchy. Is there anything we can do to set your workshop up to make things a little easier for you in the time that we're gone?
Not at all. I've set it up exactly as I want it.
What about if we kidnap some robots and you can reprogram?
I was about to ask you the exact same
would you
thing.
like us to try?
Have you ever seen that play Terminator?
What is reprogram, man?
It's like brainwashing, but
It's
for robots.
mind control.
Yeah, propaganda.
Yeah,
But
you mess around with its,
Like
with its
Fox
little
News.
claws.
He just sort of looks at you all. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you?
You haven't seen
7
Fantastic
volts.
Mr. Fox on news? He hates farmers. He really does.
Ah,
He thinks they're greedy bastards.
I see.
He likes eating their food and stooping their wives.
What?
I never finished it.
I don't believe he should for their wives.
But he wanted to,
It
didn't he?
Clooney, so I just extrapolated.
The Cloontang effect.
You know, like when Pooh Bear eats Christopher Robin. I never finished that one either. He mauls him to death, right? For the blood honey?
That's how it happens. Yeah, so no, I mean, you can bring me all the constructs that you want, sorry. But, yeah, I can't change the way that they are wired.
Okay.
What if you just like change their heads and turn them into your little slave bots?
I can make my own. Like, you've seen the little thingies.
Yeah, but there's like 90%
Also,
done.
guys, do you think it's a good idea to maybe be introducing Belch to an endlessly replicatable supply of fucking Terminators? Do you think that's a good idea right now?
Yeah, I love that idea.
Okay, just checking. I'm just making sure we're all.
Belfag, the one-man trade federation.
Infinitely
like-
replicatable.
Is the thing.
You say.
Guys, look. I know I might seem unorthodox, but I'm not evil. You all just look at him.
Inside.
I don't want to roll inside.
I don't want him to know that I'm on video.
I keep playing with the lightning cannon, but I'm not having as much.
You aim at a pouch like... He believes himself, so he seems to be being truthful with himself at least.
That's what all the bad guys think, though.
Yeah.
They're on the right side.
No, like, would a bad guy recreate the entire universe in his image? I mean, just recreate the entire universe?
Out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah, just thoughts. Because you got to think about it. When you're me, and you need to build a trade empire, you kind of need to know what's going on. And in all these different planes, I don't really have my network. So bringing it back to what it was, I can review my operation. But like this, it's crap.
Are you going to become like our overlord?
Well, currently I'm working on the controlled interconnected agency to do all my dirty work.
But, I mean, I kind of already am. Your overlord. Go do this, go fetch me that, and I'll fix the world.
Yeah. You don't need a sinister plan where people just do what you tell them.
Yeah. There's no coercion here, but you're obeying me, and you should. Because, I mean, unless you want to live on mechanisms, which I don't think you do. It's a pretty...
I hate the robots.
It's
I
I
had
haven't seen a
Rosie's.
plant for years.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Wow.
It's taken me
it feels like yes.
It's all 4 years. But yeah,
4 years.
So there must have been a time dilation when you came through. As far as I've seen, because I mean I was standing with everyone else, people have been pulled through at, I don't know, some random chaotic sequence.
3008.
Yeah,
That's what, 3012?
I have no idea.
Well, we also like have met people that it was 2 years ago, it was 6 weeks ago, so
Seems to be different.
it's different for everyone. It's
So people are falling. Well, people and places. I've seen a few, structures that don't belong here.
Maybe it takes time for everything to converge.
Alf might still be stuck in the time loop somewhere and not even have appeared anywhere. Or
Yeah.
he's appeared 4 years ago and is already dead.
Scattered on the time winds.
So yeah, as for urgency, but what's the? Yeah, we don't really have a timeline, do we?
No,
We
Just
assume
do it as
that
soon as we
sooner is
can.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all we've
yeah,
got.
pretty much. Build the armor. We'll go muck around. We'll come back soon and see what else.
Yeah.
If you need more time, we'll find something else to do.
Yeah, sort out the vehicle. We're gonna see some people about some dwarves.
And we're
We'll
gonna-
come back. Hopefully, it'll be done by then. You
That
make
means you're
our
taking a
armor.
piss.
Hey,
Seeing a person about a dwarf.
yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go take a leak?
No, we're literally gonna take some people to see some dwarves.
Oh, okay. You weren't being gotcha.
Like
You were
some
being
people that-
literal.
Some people that we met, we're literally gonna take them. to
Okay.
dwarves. Ricky's family, actually. They
So,
don't remember.
Internet started working.
sorry, where are they?
They're just somewhere.
Like in some weird cave.
Yeah.
Like,
No, not them. The people that you're taking.
Oh, they're hiding underneath Mechanus.
Mechanus or Metris?
Metronus, sorry.
Metron.
Under the city.
Okay.
You're in a cannibal cave.
So, like me, did you steal anything from the people there?
No.
No.
Would they have any reason to need?
As far as they know, we are investigating why that went missing.
Well, we
For
are.
the Time Lord.
We are. We solved it, and we're not going to tell them.
But we're
But
still,
we
we're still,
investigated
we're
it.
still investigating.
Okay, get your story straight here, because as soon as you enter the city, they will be aware of you. Well, the Time Lord will.
Should we enter back up through the spire?
Into his throne room?
Yeah, and be like, hey, we went down there and checked it out. Definitely a piece missing. We'll look into it.
I mean, yeah, that's not bad. Wait, you said there were traps and things?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we've made our way through them.
They're not.
Oh, you know how they work.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you break anything? Like if they were to...
I mean, you drilled a massive hole in the wall. Like,
I did.
And
They-
you broke the thing that we
And
had
I
to check
think
out was
we
broken.
we broke that one trap room where we pulled
that
the
was
thing off the
Belch's
wall
trap.
and
Oh, right.
Should
yeah, where
I?
I giant octopus to the wall and lowered you down to crack the door open.
That's true. I forgot that they might look. Should I fill that hole in?
You probably feel that.
Yeah. Well,
that-
yeah.
They're
Don't
not-
seal it up after
they
you go
can't
through.
they can't go down there. If any Robert goes
Also
down there,
true.
they're
But if they come around from the outside, they might actually see that hole. And it
The
might.
tracks leading straight.
We follow the tracks to come back here, so it might be best to cover your tracks.
Problematic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the bottom of my priority list at the moment.
Well, we can do that if we're heading back that way. We can
But how do we cut?
Can you shift bedrock for a few hundred meters?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Then you do it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
just-
Then I'll do
I
it.
can do it, but I don't want to.
It's at the bottom of my list, though. So
Well, we can get rid of the track marks in the rock and stuff.
yeah, I should have done that. Be more
But how will
stealthy.
we find our way back?
Well, just align your brain to true Belch North,
Done.
and then you'll find me.
I feel strange.
Yeah, we kind of need the tracks to get back here. I mean, we've been here once. Surely we can find it.
Yeah, probably between us all. We'll figure it out.
Probably won't be a problem.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Classic.
Up to 2 weeks later, walking around the day.
Shit. I know it was here somewhere. So, yeah, I guess I'll get this thing. You can hop down now. You can hop down. I'll need to pull it apart and sort of get it working. Fine. It'll be much more fun, I promise you. And I'll use. So he gets you to sort of break up break off some of the solar panels just for
So is that-
speed. And then he snaps something off.
It sounded like it's going to itch.
And he gets you a few plates. Well, he gets you to break a few sized plates. Like, yeah. All right. Go away now. I've got stuff to do. Wait. Can you leave me some cheese? Actually, they are giant-sized wheels. He would not have eaten a whole wheel yet.
Are you sure about
You know what? I'll nibble away at that.
Okay.
I also sleep in it.
That's my wife.
My wife, bed and food.
Yeah, but not all three at once.
That would be we have roster.
That's disgusting. Don't eat your wife.
Don't listen to them, my sweet.
You're okay. You've got a thick rind on you. All right, off you pop. Oh, it smells like someone here just there. A shower. That fucking stinks, dude.
I can't smell it.
Oh,
I'm going to direct it up.
yeah. Thank you, aircon. Cycling it through. Oh, I love it. That's a great smell. All right, off you go. Have fun. And yeah, please don't lead them back here.
Okay.
I don't want to have to fight them because they will win.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm hiding.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, the train
For now.
Yeah, so we'll try to cover it up on the way back.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
You got a rake?
No. Look where I am. Where would I get wood for a handle?
You can use Ricky. Flip him upside down, you got all the tentacles.
They're too sludgy.
Then you get sand in your whatever you call that.
Testicle
Face.
Face. Oh, that's your face. Okay. So you head.
on the front.
Yeah. It just always seems to be watching me. It holds eye contact somehow.
The tentacles following me around the room.
Are the tentacles in the room?
So, heading out. Oh, yeah, don't use either entrance when you come back. Just sort of yell down the tunnel before coming in. I might get Vay to put the same sort of thing on both entrances. Because if you found me, any idiot, I mean, anyone can.
Okay.
Any super intelligent
Yeah.
private eyes.
That's it.
That follows the tunnel directly from where you dug it to here.
That's why we gotta close the tunnel. But you said they don't go down there, so that's fine.
Yeah.
They don't really come up in the mountains. Why would they?
Just unless they hire another flesh bag.
Probably.
I mean, unless another one just, gets shit out of the time stream and Time Lord takes an
Conscription.
interest and figures, I haven't heard from the other guys in a little while, might as well send this one down.
It has been how long since you were sent down?
A bit.
We should probably head back.
Yeah.
We should
There are a lot of puzzles down there.
Yeah, we should come up with a theory, like a story, in that we somehow found a clue there links to the VMO, and that's why we're going to go down to Maliator.
That's not
What
bad.
about if we don't even have to lie? We just say we went down there, we found something, the thing's missing, and there's tracks from what appeared to be a VMO vehicle leading away. Ooh.
Maybe don't mention the
We
tunnel.
don't want to mention the tunnel because then they'll
Don't investigate, yeah.
We found no tunnel, but when looking nearby,
We found
vehicle
hints of a
tracks.
VMO robot. Actually, how about in some of the trap rooms, a VMO robot got damaged or some shit? Nah, it can't be robot.
No.
They can't be mechanical.
Maybe just nearby we found. It was there's graffiti that says VMO was here.
Or
just
you could just
spitballing.
leave it open-ended and say,
It's missing.
It's
there were
missing.
Clues down there.
There was no,
We'll
obvious
look into it.
point of ingress.
and they will investigate further.
And then we'll
Yeah,
ask,
okay.
what about high-level teleportation magic? Could that be a possibility?
So,
Did they use invisibility to get by you?
it shouldn't have taken you a day and a half, though.
They've never been down there. They don't know how long it
We
takes to actually
struggled with the
go
traps.
through it.
We are not very intelligent.
Were they... I mean, it's built on the chrono theme, so just say time dilated weirdly for you flesh bags.
And
Yeah, we were down there like an hour. What do you
Time
mean?
affects the flashbacks differently.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, done.
What do you mean it's tomorrow?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Hello,
we were down there
Wolfie.
like half an hour.
Yeah, all right.
I shall, thank you.
Quick little 20-minute stretch in the legs.
Just let's cover up any sort of injuries that we might have sustained. And
Good. And yeah, just again, don't lead them back here because the fate of the material plane rests in that machine.
Yep.
And then it's almost all their stuff.
All right, so we win walking, and if so,
Well, no, so
No, we're heading back to the hole.
back to
Going
the tunnel,
back up the way that we
get
came.
rid of the tracks and back up through the spire, and then we
Have a chat.
meet those two.
Then pop
windwalks
downstairs
then,
and moonwalk.
And then wait for it all to blow over.
alright.
Yep.
Well,
As
if
we're-
we fly above our tracks all the way back, we can use cloaks to.
Well, I've got also
Shimmy the sand
Druidcraft.
and
Druidcraft,
it costs
you can
nothing.
do like puffs of wind, so I can just be like smoothing it out.
Yeah, well, yeah. Between those two, should be fine. Should be enough to cover up any tracks.
So it's not so much like footprints, it is vehicle
Like a-
tracks.
We're gonna need
Literal
Well, we'll need to
tank
like
tread,
move the
kind
actual
of.
sand over the
Yeah.
top.
You would need to do a fairly good job.
Yeah.
New plan. I fold the carpet in half and start shredding like it's a snowboard, just back and forth over these things, just until it's just unrecognizable and it looks like some kind of worm had a seat.
Completely covered.
Yeah, it doesn't look like tracks. It just
Well,
looks.
just flatten out the area.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
I can Druidcraft out the smoothing it out.
any divots or anything in there. Yep. And eventually, like, the wind will blow sand over it, but they're deep sort of tread tracks at
Is
this
there
point.
wind here?
Yeah, constantly.
I mean, it's
Oh.
a desert, right?
Yeah. The whole time you've been here, blustery, sand, sort of stingy, but not too bad. So you demolish the tracks that is, well, his now your wagon made.
Lightning tank.
Shaggin' wagon.
The bag and wagon, and you head back down to the sort of gorge where you were accosted by hill giants. Rudely. Their bodies still decaying away.
Suckers.
You head back down to the perfectly spherical tunnel that Belchbag dug through the bedrock, straight down. Well, not straight down, sorry, at an angle. Down into the core of the chronoseam.
Alright, we should try and collapse this part at least, just in case, right? Like, the
Or
rest of the tunnel might
like
be...
where the giants attacked us from.
Well, just like the entrance into the mountain, sort of.
You reckon
Like,
we have this so
we should
shape,
collapse that
um,
part in, because even though they can't go in there,
and
a
it can
cursory
only-
observance from around would be like, oh, there's a
I
tunnel
just
there and
gonna
they
make
lied
the
to us about it.
hole on the
Yeah, the
outside
giants.
just
The giants figured
The
it out.
giants are like, hey, a tunnel.
You can only do
Can't fit in it though. That's the only problem.
But yeah, like, generally we should at least collapse the entrance.
That's the only reason why the giants didn't go through it. They couldn't fit.
Oh, so how big was it?
It's about a 10-foot sphere.
But yeah,
I mean,
some good ideas on that one.
We've got a day.
I don't know.
We can
Smash stuff higher up and hope it all caves in.
Make an avalanche, but that's where you're going through.
Yeah.
We go
Is the
through
only
it
problem.
afterwards.
Well, yeah, like...
I mean, nothing has stumbled through it yet, so you could just see if it works, see if it stays the way it is.
I've got thunderous smite.
Well, I mean, can I just like? Is there any big rocks down the bottom?
Yeah, like they were hurling
Alright,
massive
so can
stones
I,
at
like,
you.
If I just get in the tunnel behind me, yeah, and I'll just telekinesis, grab some big rocks, and just slam them either side of the ravine.
Okay, yep, and it's sort of
Build up
Bring
like
some
a rock.
stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
slide down, and then just place it on top.
Yeah.
Not only that, with telekinesis, you can just grab 1,000 pounds of the ceiling and rip it out. And
Yeah,
the whole
well-
thing just goes, ugh.
I can grab creatures or objects, so it's kind of like I don't know if I can fully
Yeah.
tear
It's
it.
a handful of something.
No, that's
Like,
fine.
grabbing
Using
a handful.
Yeah.
using the boulder like you said is fine.
Yeah.
Just crash it into the sides.
1,000 pounds of pressure. Surely you can rip a chunk of rock out of something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Either way, however it's done, I just telekinesis it in 10 minutes. I'm standing
Yeah, you use a boulder and you
tearing stuff down,
make it loose enough to fall in that section.
just kind of fill in that ravine a bit.
Yep.
Super.
So, the tunnel now dark. You head at that gradual incline down beneath the level of the mountains, beneath the level of the city, to where this massive device is constantly whirring and ticking. And again, you're reminded of that vibration that disturbs every minute. It's a lot stronger down here. Purely because of the missing piece, which you now know. And we can just roll it back. You know how to cross the 0G bridge room. You know how to use each of the traps. So I won't make you roll anything. You've done it once. You know how to go back the other way. Coming back the other way is actually quite easy because most things were pulling you back to the start. So you
Yeah,
just
we jump and we're just like, whoop.
Yep, stand on the conveyor belt and then you whoop there. And you then come out to the incredibly tall stairwell that goes right up to the top of the spire.
Oh,
And you know it took you a few hours going down. So
yeah, fine.
the carpet,
think we got-
the wings
Yeah.
in this space, it's tight, but you're just like, I don't even care. Just like flapping your way up. And it would take you 3 to 4 hours of
Good snooze.
the carpet.
Well, yeah, I just imagine just do it.
So to us, it took 8 hours, like 6, 7 hours because of the stairs going up and down. But for them, it was like a day and a bit. It's our story.
Yeah, either
Well,
of
yeah,
you
just
can
all
do
of
the talking. I'm keeping my mouth
Oh
shut.
yeah. Kinko's got a different, better story.
That I'll reveal on the day.
Or around suspicion.
I'll do it on the day.
This is the day.
We'll do it live. Well, that's actually really good.
Go on, you do it then. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So, sweating, you get to the top of the spire and come out in the space with the massive crystalline metronome sort of thing, and the Time Lord is there. You see Skyrath notices and is watching from the ceiling in its perch. Welcome back. That took you a long time.
Yeah, it was like 4 hours
Long way down.
back up those stairs and 2 hours down for like 7 hours it took us to get through everything.
I agree with what my compatriots.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I was concerned you had perished. What did you find?
We're stronger than that.
I mean, the missing piece, like it's definitely missing. There's a big chunk missing out
A
of
section is missing.
There was
Yeah.
like a toothed wheel that was meant to be in place.
and we kind of watched the mechanisms turn for a little bit, and you could see when it got to a point where that missing wheel was meant to have turned, that's when the big happens. So you're definitely missing a piece.
That explains the time slipping.
Could you make another one?
I did not make them.
In the timekeeper?
I am the timekeeper.
Oh, I thought we were talking to Skyra.
No.
No, Skyrath is.
Just chill.
But yeah,
That's what Skyrath does.
bad news, not a whole lot of information down there we could find.
Right.
Like,
So
no real-
a non-mechanical creature must have been down. So no sign of escape.
Not that we could find.
I agree with
Is there any other way down there
Yeah.
besides sort of this staircase?
We were trying to think like maybe some strong teleportation, or like is there, I don't know, has someone sort of tricked you guys recently, or like, you know, I don't know.
What if some flesh walkers from our plane who are much stronger than us maybe teleported down there because the magic's kind of tough down here?
Scanning. And you see sort of the eyes flicking back and forward on this figure, looking regal and opulent for a brief second. You see him scanning
Can I roll to pass wind?
quickly while he's.
Just try and throw him off a little.
Why does that smell cheesy?
I don't
Smells
know,
like
I have
cheese
any
and-
cheese in. Oh.
Kincaid with his cheese wheel.
Yeah, actually, no, we did.
What's that guy?
Disregard that.
I can find no record of deceit recently in my logs.
But you wouldn't know. That's how deceit works. You're
What are the
deceived and you don't know.
What are the chances you could have been infiltrated by a VMO kind of robot that's, I don't know, somehow managed to understand the inner workings of this place that's constantly shifting and given the fleshlings a way, well, a map or something, some ability to traverse this place as well as all the information relevant to when you and the Time Lord are about and
Here's the Time Lord.
what's the likelihood that's even possible?
They are stealing your coal.
Calculating.
Yeah.
The VMO do seem to be behind a lot of shady shit.
That was going to be our first point of investigation because we know things have been going a bit weird down there. So obviously something has changed.
Yeah,
down
we
there.
were thinking of going down to Maliator because we know that something's going on down there and sort of investigating that. VMO's stealing coal. Who knows? They might have stolen the wheels.
Maybe they're
something.
trying to build. Well, he was still
No,
from
he was back. He was
Stealing
back.
it all the time.
Righteous theft.
Yeah, privateer, but private.
Stolen property.
Robin Hood.
Hey man, if someone treads on your ground, you're allowed to shoot them.
Yeah, that's the law here.
That's
But
it.
I like it.
Yeah, we were
Right,
thinking
I
like,
can.
maybe what do they need all this coal for? Are they trying to build their own sort of big chronesium whatever machine, or like? who
They're
knows?
in
So-
charge of fabricating.
Maybe
Which
they-
would mean they could theoretically create another one of these machines.
What would they fabricate with something like this?
Well, I'm not sure. Their motivation remains unclear to me.
Yeah, well, that's where our investigations are going to begin.
Do you know what material
Okay.
that tooth wheel was made out of?
No, it predates our kind, so irreplaceable.
Difficult.
Well, anyway, sorry, there's not much answers at the moment, but we'll keep at it.
That's okay. When you return, let's hope for more to go on.
Well,
Yep.
we're gonna tear the VMO apart until we find something.
Good. They seem to be troubled, veering away from their pre-programmed designation.
That's why we feel like maybe a strong sorcerer from our plane has come down and taken control of them, steering them away from what their initial sort of goal was.
Possible. Okay. Well, do you need Skyrath's assistance?
Not me.
yeah,
We don't want to call. We don't want to cash that check until we have to.
Okay.
Would you be able to give us a way to call
Kim.
if needed?
But also, like, we're gonna be. How far away is the VMO headquarters?
Maliator is approximately 12 days travel.
Okay, so like, even if he's on call, it's not like he's gonna get there in time.
You got a dog whistle?
Not that he would hear.
Would Skyrath be willing to accompany us
Hold.
towards the thing and hang out in the local area should we need assistance?
Please hold. And he walks away. He walks through just a little portcullis doorway, sort of just merges in the space that was just blank wall before. And he steps through and it
How's the coal hunting today?
is what all you hear. For you, none today. Soon.
Well, if we get a chance, I'll try and come with you next time. Looked like a good time.
It was enjoyable. The portcullis opens back up. He steps through with some small pieces of unknown to you metals.
Keystering.
Yes, you can put them wherever you like. And
Are these Wawa beans?
if you depress the small stud at the bottom, it will contact
Like this?
myself directly.
Oh.
So you hear your voice twice
Is it
through this.
one-time use?
No, this is a signal that we can communicate with.
How are sending stones?
This long.
Well, he said if you press
Oh, I
the
used
stone
it
at the bottom.
It explodes.
Yeah, press the start of the button. Then count to 3.
How exactly?
You can store it anywhere you like. Got it. Bang.
I've pressed it, Kincaid's eaten it. Varys is keeping
What
it.
now?
It's just like, oh, what?
Do you want me to tell you
Sorry, what do I do with this?
Oh, no, wait. It's like, oh, I had to push the thing first. Hang on. Got it.
I got
Jingles.
He's got muscles
Hear
in his ass.
Hear a muffled click.
Wait, what can I hear right now? Is that my lower intestine? I think I pressed the button. Hold on.
It also allows us to observe you like a two-way mirror. Why is it so dark in here?
I don't think you want to watch mine.
bee-looking things.
So you now each have a small unit, just like a walkie-talkie kind of device, where if you depress the stud, it will contact the timekeeper.
So how does this work? Because we found communication magic doesn't really work properly on this plane.
Do you have an understanding of radio waves?
No.
Yes.
Could you explain it to me like I'm 5?
Could you explain it to me
Understanding
like...
shredding waves.
Well,
Am I right?
You
He
guys need a
says
concert?
from his seafaring days, it's just like, yeah. Well, they are most likely, judging by your physical characteristics, beyond your sensibilities to see or hear. But information can be transmitted.
Oh, no, I could probably hear him.
Well, you haven't yet, so
I can hear Skyraz.
I mean, you could hear that.
could you understand it?
Not at all.
Well, this will translate what you say and send that signal to me. Then I can respond, and it will be played through that small device. Oh, so what?
What happens if more than one of us do it at the same time?
Yeah, you just start getting all these feedback loops of
Everyone hold
Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Explodes. Oh shit.
Dude, I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but not that.
I don't know. Can I get everyone to make a con save, please?
No. Are we within 10 feet?
No,
10
so,
feet, third and...
Oh yeah, also that.
21.
It's something ridiculous.
Are we within 10 feet?
24.
Yeah. So you're looking at 16 if anyone failed that.
32.
29.
All right. Okay. How'd you go?
21.
Yep. Everyone succeeds. It gets deafeningly loud real quick because you have 4 inputs and 4 outputs together, and it just multiplies. So you all kind of let go of the button at the same time. You're like, that was hurting.
I'm modulus 12 now, as I'm a floor.
It's just,
Wait. I want to turn into a bat and then do it again, okay? On 3.
Oh, no.
I may explode the universe again.
I'll either explode or have the world's Gucci orgasm. I don't know how bats work.
So I definitely don't think it's the latter one.
Then why am I to find out?
We can hope.
A man can.
I'll either explode or explode.
So you see the timekeeper just watching you. It sort of seems unaffected by the radio signal, the fallback loop. Are you all okay?
Yeah,
Yes, why?
just testing.
I mean, I don't know. Our world exploded, and 4 years later, we woke up 2 days later and shit. I'm still getting used to it.
And
Yeah.
Understand.
It was our fault.
If my internal chronology went awry, I probably would be confused
Like
too.
4 years, yeah.
I didn't work up in a mishmash of the world you used to know.
And Mechanus.
And yeah, robots and shit. That's new.
Do you have anything you can sell us for gold?
No, I'm not a salesman. I am the
Do
timekeeper.
you guys have diamonds on this plane?
We have all manner of minerals.
No, they look like this.
But bigger.
Try the ore house.
Fair enough.
The old ore house.
I have heard it said like that before.
Well, look, I mean, they already
Go
use...
down.
Well, some of the machines, at least...
And visit the ore house.
Something out here uses apertures and crystals to focus
Oh,
light and
yeah.
that sort of thing, and diamonds can be used for drill tips and all that sort of stuff, so it's not
That'll happen.
unexpected that
Yeah,
they would be
maybe we
used
can
for
rob the
tools.
ore house.
And test out those apertures.
That was ook.
Okay. Because the Time Lord would have been just like,
Destroyed.
Skyrash.
Yeah,
Would you mind?
the earpiece blows your head off.
He thought it was a walkie-talkie, but it's an ass bomb.
It's a snook.
Thank God I didn't put it in my ass.
I considered it.
Sweat trickle and sweat needed.
It's an ass bomb. It's in the worst place.
Oh no!
Why are my ears there?
Why did I keister it?
Alright, well, we will begin our investigation.
Reach out if you need any more clarification or if you find anything.
Thank you very much, Time Lord. Keep us here.
What time is it?
Time to get a watch.
How many hours before the sun switches on?
It is 3 hours until nightfall.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So we're kind of a bit
Okay, so we can visit the ore house and then...
probably
you know,
hunker down
Yeah,
and then go for...
No, I reckon, because remember we can't hunker down because at night they try to kill us.
true. So go to the ore house and
Go to
then
the
leave
ore
the
house,
city.
Yeah.
Yes,
The other two.
you
and
have
then-
3 hours to leave.
Alright.
Let's do it.
What time does the
thank you.
Orioles close, or just constantly running?
The Your House is open at all hours.
They're robots, they don't sleep.
The best little Oras in Mechanus.
24/7, 365.
I'm not going to go any further.
You're in the Orioles.
To the Orhouse.
Away we go.
So, where is my note?
Dropping for oars.
What was it, Modulus?
Modulus 9 it was, but maybe he's like died 7 times by at this point. It had to be rebooted.
19.
Modulus 9 is there waiting for you in the corridor. Shall we leave?
Absolutely.
Hey, you want to see something? Modulus 9?
Absolutely.
Again, it's just like, oh,
Take us to your biggest oars.
okay. Let's
And most expensive.
No, just biggest.
We want big, shiny
Taste.
cannot handle. Please wait the appropriate 3
So
seconds.
what was the appropriate 3 seconds again?
All right, how long do we waste?
Oh, wild.
How long do we waste?
No,
we have to get out of the city.
Get out of here, bro.
Because-
Alright, a crisp 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just enough to make him start smoking.
So you waste 5 minutes of your 3 hours.
Totally worth it.
Finally, Modulus is like,
Please,
let's be off. And calls the elevator. You step onto it and it begins.
They really need to fix your circuitry, mate.
Go with us to have a look.
My circuitry is exactly as designed.
How was it designed?
What
Poorly.
a cool god to serve.
I waited 3 seconds, mate. Come on.
Ah, it was nearly 3 seconds.
Your timing is incorrect.
It's alright. How much longer is this elevator ride?
So remembering, you're a few hundred meters up in the spire. So it takes about a minute. You get to the bottom and Modulus is just like, trying to deal with this. I will take you out
Never return.
the most expedient route.
What's expedient?
As he leads you through these shifting corridors. Or shall I leave you here
No.
to be lost in the maze?
We could
Mate, I
just
think we're
find
gonna go there.
You got it. And begins leading you again.
0.
Or we could do that.
That's right. We have built-in loop dampeners.
You have what now?
What's that?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I didn't
You have
I
a what?
didn't get
Does it protect you from this?
You waste another 5 minutes.
No, not a waste.
You
While we're
carefully
walking.
use
Yeah.
5 minutes. But he cannot move. He can't do anything while you're doing this.
Spend.
Just every few steps.
Poor Modulus 9. He's just trying to help.
Poor Robert.
Poor Robert. So you get out into the main sort of chamber again, finally, and you come out a wall that you definitely didn't go through in the first place. So its inner workings are a complete anomaly for you. But the door is there. Please leave. And he turns away and he's just like,
Run.
Alright, but Modulus, we're off ore hunting.
and he again, he turns away from you. He's just like, please leave, and begins to back away from you. The gate, the massive doors open up, and the guards on the outside, remembering they're like 20-foot tall, statuesque, huge spears, watch you head down the stairs and back out into the gleaming city.
It's off to walk we go.
Very fitting. So, heading to, where are you going? Straight to the ore house? Okay.
I just sort of keep my thingo down and I just whisper to Ricky, maybe let's not
When you say thingo.
the
Oh,
just,
okay.
like, just hide it. Sort of maybe we shouldn't like mention anything about the people we know and
Oh, you think our phones are listening to us?
yeah, just in case.
I mean, we could just leave them behind.
Yeah, but we might
Or keys.
Guys, hear me out.
Do you want to keep the orb?
Do you think he would have given it a flanged base and all these little ridges if he didn't want it?
He didn't seriously want us to admit this.
Why is it shaped exactly like a butt plug?
It's not ear shaped.
Easy to grip.
Well, is there like a bin or anything around on the street?
I mean,
Rubbish bins?
no, not necessarily. You see that there is, like what Jillian and Biglin are hiding beneath. There is sort of rusted, decaying metal.
I just leave my walkie-talkie
Okay,
in a pile.
you leave it there.
I
Like swallow or eat.
Swallowing it.
Okay. I mean, you said
mine or
eat.
yours?
Just checking.
He's gonna go down like a pill with his magic.
Yeah, are you gulping his down or yours?
Oh. Both?
Fair.
So I put mine down and you eat mine and then eat yours.
Sparky, as it just like,
I think you just increased your volts by 2.
Yeah, maybe now I can power the lightning cannon.
9 volts. I'm getting new legs.
Oh, I forgot.
Well,
Wheels.
I'm going to hold on to it. I'm just not going to mention the names of anybody. Or
Yeah, out of character. You're not going to mention Belchbag or anything like that. Yep. Varus, what are you doing with yours?
Yeah, keeping it on me.
Okay. Whereabouts?
In you.
If I had Hermes eat it and then desummoned him, could I get it back?
Depends on its make, like how
I think it says
tolerant it would
I think
be.
it says in the spell whether or not their equipment. I can't remember if it's
Yeah,
drops or doesn't.
floor.
Yeah, true. Even if it's inside his intestinal tract.
Just drops to the floor.
Yeah, I'll just wrap it in a whole bunch of cloth and then
Shove
stuff
it
it
in my
back.
ass.
Okay. Right up the ass.
Right, yes. That's the only way.
But Varus, you've got pouches in the ass.
Yeah.
My favorite pouch.
Hand me my lube.
I've already used the Vaseline. I don't want to.
Yeah. I don't want it to go to waste. Okay.
Move this hand up for nothing.
Already head to toe in that.
I'm already stripped and covered in baby oil.
What more could you ask of me?
Something really changed in that bathroom.
Something happened to Varus that he can't undo. So, heading through the city, you see, massive rumbling vehicles. You see mechanical folks sort of eyeballing you.
Good mechanist to you.
So, heading to the ore house.
Yeah. All yours.
What are you looking to buy?
Diamonds.
Hello, I would like a big diamond, please. I hear that
They're very fruitful on this plane and just sort of garbage, so I will take it.
Off your hands for nothing.
Yeah.
How much are you willing to spend on this diamond?
Do you have one that on the material plane would be worth around, well, like double this size?
Size is not everything.
Clarity.
That's what they say. They're just being nice.
One eye.
Could you resurrect the owl?
Yeah.
Shit.
His soul is free and willing. I could resurrect Shoth.
That is worth approximately 500. Is that correct?
Yeah. I want one worth double that. I just didn't want to say the number out loud in case it was sold for cheaper. Yeah.
Gotcha. No, they're valuable. They're exactly as valuable, used for entirely different reasons, but still valuable.
Spend.
Are there a lot here?
I mean, I'll chip in. I literally don't use my gold for anything at all.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
did we all chip in?
I
that to?
literally generate ammo. I can't spend it.
I love
To be fair, I've been sitting on 4,000 gold for quite some time now.
Yeah, I've got 2.5.
I've been throwing platinum at people for me.
because I lost all of my wealth.
Alright, I'll just give Ricky 500 gold.
Is there anything like around here
Yeah, I'll
that makes
give
it
you
look
250.
like some sort of like Belchbag security camera or anything like that?
There are figures. There would be security bots stationed around the place. This is a high value trade center.
Lots
so
of doors.
What sort of
Yeah.
things do they have?
anything ore related. So anything ore related.
Made from metal?
It's a couple of industries removed.
You gotta get in there, buddy.
Anything ore related. Guns.
Anything all related.
Flamethrowers.
Skyscrapers?
Is it related?
Can I get a Black Hawk helicopter?
Oh, do yourself.
Stinger missiles. So anything
Talk to me about
Literally
an aircraft carrier.
ore related. If you would like to buy any kind of ore or precious metal, any kind of precious stone, anything that comes from the earth.
Adamantium?
Adamantium would be extremely expensive.
Enough to make a dagger.
We got some
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, but I didn't ask for it. Maybe it all gets used. And again, I'm having trouble spending this money.
I need to spend it on something.
I mean, maybe we can sell some of the adamantium.
The point is of money isn't spending, it's just having it.
Rolling around.
Schools of thought.
I'd say also
Yeah, the two opposite ends of the spectrum.
spell components are getting more and more expensive. So if there's anything, like if you need a 2,000 gold agates for Awaken,
Oh no, I've got.
Well, not just that, but like if you guys need like a gold cup studded with gems, we
Now
will
is the
here
time.
now.
All my spell components are diamonds and diamond dust, pretty much.
Yeah, so I just slap a dagger down on the counter and say that way can adamantium and plus 20% for mistakes.
Sure.
Have you got any dust of this stuff, or can you grind some up?
We are not jewelers. We simply sell the raw material.
Oh, you guys had gizzards like birds.
What?
You know, gizzard, where the bird goes and grinds up the food.
Like the king of the lizard wizard.
Right.
Yes.
You flesh folks are certainly strange.
Well, I do have jeweler's tools. Would I be able to?
You've had them this entire time?
Yeah.
Really?
Why the fuck did we ever go to Zallo?
Because they're professional. I'm not.
Fair.
That's
But
true.
also, if you had spent the time,
You could pound up some diamond.
we could have had Zallo tutor you. We could have done several things.
Honestly, that bottom left corner there, I just
Yeah, you just ignore it. 103 sessions in.
Jeweler's tools. I always forget about it.
We learn
Before he
that.
goes this deep. Bone bar.
It was part of the jeweler's tool
Bone bar, dagger, the other
acquisition ink thing.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I
Yeah.
kept forgetting about it.
So 210 gold pieces for the
Super.
adamantium. And it's only, again, that small dagger-sized amount.
Dagger.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
But yes,
And
quite
nice
pricey.
dagger because maybe it's better at stabbing.
Powdered diamonds.
And then, you know, if it's just plain, maybe I can find something to enchant.
Do they have?
Even better.
Do they have powdered diamonds?
They have, again, they're not jewelers, but they do have the raw components. So diamond, yes.
And like, Thurin can do it, it might just be less efficient.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Apparently,
I might lose a few gold diamonds when I do it, so.
that's all right.
But, you know,
Buy slightly over.
and besides, also, should we be in desperate need of money, we just have to raid with Skyrath one of those coal barges, and we are filthy fucking rich. Yeah.
Or, like, got a shitload of adamantium back there.
Or we sell
Yeah.
that after
How-
if Belt doesn't use it.
Just curious, how much does adamantium cost a kilo?
It's not done by kilo, it's done by gram.
Yeah.
A gold per gram.
Yeah. So, there
So,
you go. So
210 grams
Kilo
of knife.
1,000.
Like fairly light.
And 1,000,000 gold. We just brought back 1,000,000 gold worth of adamantium.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
We left the rest in the desert.
And we can we go grab some and bring it back to
Yes,
Al?
let's do that now.
Boy, should we go save these humans first?
Screw them.
More
Money.
Buy more. We need to get out of the city.
I'll buy you a new one.
So,
Can I please buy 1,000 gold diamond?
yes. Absolutely.
Thank you.
1,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Could you give me a 500 gold diamond?
So an interesting point about a trade house. If you saturate the market, the value will go down.
Yeah.
So if you bring in all that adamantium,
Yeah,
the
we're
price will
pretty
tank.
We'll just bring a little bit and like
Just little bits every day.
You'll need
like
to
you
drip feed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe like 10 kilos here and there.
10 kilos. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's
a
like
grand,
one
you said a
plate.
grand
Well,
was
for
100 gold.
reference, can we see how much adamantium they have on hand currently?
No, they wouldn't openly show you.
Can I ask?
You can ask.
How much adamantium do you typically sell here in like a month?
Look, it's not highly used because of its price. It is
yeah.
sturdy.
But on average, if you had to guess, ballpark it.
Let me check.
Thank you. And also, have you got the numbers on coal?
Coal is sold on directly to certain users.
So massive amounts. I would
Yes,
imagine, of
we churn
coal. Coal
through.
you have no issue moving massive quantities of.
Correct. But adamantium is pricey and for really picky customers, people that want something really solid.
So if we want money, we do coal.
Which is easy if we're going to be going to war with the VMO.
And again, if we want... Me and Skyrath have already got plans to go for a hunt, so...
Now, remembering the coal that you would be stealing from those tracked units belongs to Metronus and the Timekeeper.
Finder's
Maybe
fee.
Skyrath...
Finder's fee, sure.
We literally got a privateer, Brits, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you can steal it back for him. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is not yours to freely sell.
So we'll live out the
To-
rest of our days as desert pirates.
Yeah,
on a
mad
lightning
maxing for, coal. Coal
We
miners.
the robots straight to Bunchbag and they destroyed the machine. Well, guess we're gonna be desert pirates.
So, desert pirates?
If we sold like a kilo of adamantium, that wouldn't like flood the market. It would
just like once a week we can.
Like,
how much
Varus
would
just
you
bought
like?
200 grams. Like,
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
It's-
so a kilo would be like 1,000 gold.
yeah.
And there was a ton. We brought in 1,300.
you brought back 1.3 tons.
Whatever will be left over, say 20% maybe.
A fair bit.
So that'd be 1.3 million gold. What we brought
Yeah.
back is what
Yeah.
it's worth.
Yeah.
The creature defended itself as best it could. As you,
Not well enough.
as you saw before you got there, there were raiders attempting to.
To just pry off a single panel.
By the way,
Yeah.
if we did want more of that, those raiders are probably picking that apart right now.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Kill them.
Yeah, we need to
Should we get these humans to safety?
Where's the
Let's-
Needlebark?
Bobble and Wobble have been here for a while and they lived.
Yeah, I've got no spell slots, so I kind of can't fight.
Oh, I can.
Bobble and Wobble,
Wobble and Wobble.
aka Gillian and Biglin.
Hey, look, I'm pretty close on Bobble.
Were you though?
Yeah, pretty much. They're kind of jokes.
Jillian, Goggle,
No,
D&B.
same people.
I had a feeling her name started with W.
Wait.
Worm Riff,
Yeah, that's probably
Worm
what I was
Tongue.
thinking of.
But also, this does. Wow, well, no.
Worm Blade, yeah.
Weaver.
We can get more
You're like
people.
Worm Tongue.
There is a finite supply of adamantium in that desert.
Yeah,
I've got to go back there
Raiders.
ASAP.
Oh,
But yeah, you see why it's so highly valued because it's difficult to get.
Yep, let's go, let's go.
okay, we do. Yeah, all right. I bought my diamond.
Maybe we should
Soon
go.
up.
Maybe we should go give them some food and just tell them to wait an extra.
Soon up, they've survived this.
We gave them food.
They were eating their fallen companions when you met them.
Food.
They've still got bodies down there. We smelt them.
We could make a real quick trip. Even I could just make a real quick trip on the carpet there and back. Like,
Yeah.
shove the brogan in one of them, shove some mushrooms in the other one.
You bend over, I'll keister it for you. You can absorb it through the anus.
Time for the old infinite buff chug. Did I tell you that this has a portal at the other end of it?
We'll start making our way out of the city. You do a quick detour and just let them know if we're going to be delayed in getting them to the dwarves.
But just
Yeah.
give them
By
the
literally a
food.
day. Like, we'll come back tomorrow morning. And do
Well,
it.
are you going to go rest before heading out to Pilfer? No?
I'm quite low on spell slots.
Yeah, but the
also-
raiders probably aren't immune to all that shit.
Well, it's not just that, but you can probably actually get close to the raiders without instantly taking 40 damage. Like, I feel like you'll have a better chance in your melee. You still got some bits.
completely up to you guys.
I've got like low level stuff, high level stuff. I'm quite low on.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got my
Mine's not too
seventh.
bad.
I've got
Mine's
one
fine.
7th level, and then nothing above 3rd. I've got all my 1 to 3s except
Yeah.
for 1 second
I've
level.
got a 4th, a 3rd, 2
But
seconds, and 2
I
firsts.
think we'll be okay.
I think I've got like 1, 2, some 3s, 1, 6, 1, 7.
Well, hell, look, absolutely
Actually not that bad.
Oh, no, never mind. Lightning tank's not ready. That
I thought that as well.
Okay, yeah, we need to go for the raiders.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so
Immediately.
we're beeline.
Yeah, with all.
Have you still got good berries? Because we can just make more in the morning. So if you got some, just give them to. I don't know. Do you still have any on you in your inventory?
I don't know. I don't have them in my inventory.
Oh.
I probably do. I think I just cast it. I probably just. I don't know.
How many?
I probably smoked the rest or something dumb.
Oh, I missed it. Wolfie gave you a D4 inspiration,
Oh, cool.
but only you.
But you've already got some in your inventory from this morning, which we had 4 each and maybe gave one to Belch.
No, it's 1 each. Up to 10 berries.
I mean, sorry,
you
one-
make 10.
you for us.
Yeah, that'd be
You
5
gave
left.
cheese to Belch.
Yeah, I gave
Oh, then just give them like.
Yeah, here. Six good berries left over from this morning. Give them to
G&B.
Yeah.
So Varus, you head
Goggle and bubble.
Giggle and biggle.
giggle and hoot. You head back to their little undercroft as fast as you can, while the others are sort of beelining for the entrance.
I'll turn into a giant eagle and.
Well, yeah, once we're out of the
Yes.
city,
Yeah.
I don't want to freak out these
Good
robots.
plan, because you don't see anything else flying in the city, and so flight. You're not sure if they would take kindly to flying creatures, as there are turrets with lasery cannons, lightning. Sorry, not laser. Yeah, so you hurry on down. You see them
Open the torch.
You're like, eat these. We'll be back.
Well, yeah, no, I give them that, and then I also hand over the figurine of wondrous power and say, if you need a distraction, say the command word, gazizzle, and throw this, and then fucking run.
Say gazizzle my nizzle.
Yeah. And so I leave them with the lion.
Okay, cool. When will you be back?
Tomorrow.
Okay, we can hold on one more day, can't we? Bigland's like,
Before I get broker for anyone?
I don't know what that is. Is it food?
Taste it.
Yeah. Straight down.
And for you, it is nutritious.
Yeah, go on.
It's better than starving to death.
It's
It
kind
gets better as you go.
familiar.
I don't know what you two have been doing down here, but I'll be leaving now.
You look at the bodies of the Eden friends and you're like, no, I do know what you've been doing.
And I wish I didn't.
Yeah, well,
Might
chin up and I'll be back.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
might need to wipe the thing a bit just to get some human chunks.
Yeah, you're like, oh, clean your flask.
Backwashed an eyelid into the.
An eyelid.
Oh, it like sunk to the bottom of the infant. It's going to be in there forever now.
It's gonna flavour it all badly. So, you,
Tastes like eyeball.
I thought that was like the grossest, smallest.
you were right!
Still got like the hair.
Yeah, I'm sick.
That's worse than an eyeball. I don't know how it's worse than an eyeball, but it is.
Boy, is it.
The precision required to
Yeah.
remove that, just that.
Horrible little flap of skin.
And the fact that that was left on what they drank from, so they had an eyeball, eyelid, sorry,
So effectively,
on.
they grabbed a human skull and went like this. Like a pop.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
they made a soup.
And you're like, well,
Are they worth rescuing?
I don't know, but we already committed, and I'm going back.
we come
Yeah,
back.
we've never broken a promise before.
yeah, we don't do that.
We go back to the new deck
too
with
much
the
issue.
just
I'll
find a
stop.
dead half eaten.
Last time we kept a promise.
We told Belch we'll come back with the.
Today, when we came back for them. Not really. Like, we delayed their promise.
We'll come back and rescue you. We're not rescuing you,
But
but
tomorrow.
We'll come back tomorrow.
We
2
rinsed
days
our
later.
promise quota because we got Belch's little
Yeah.
sunball.
You had more important promises to
One
keep.
promise a day, that's all we can hear.
Maxed out for the four of you. So you'll sort of meet back up at the front gates, and they don't so much care about you leaving, it's more people coming in. So they sort of eyeball you, pushing it close to dark.
Don't party too hard tonight, fellas.
We will.
Party.
So as you leave out into the sort of swirling sands, you then take flight, I'm assuming.
yeah.
Oh, are you turning? You said you were turning into an eagle, is that right?
Quicker.
Okay.
Like the fly speed. It's just 80-foot fly speed, so I can go 160 if I
And how much can you carry?
Oh, don't make me do math.
Well, Ricky
Can you
come
carry
on the
us?
or I can tie Ricky to the carpet.
Yeah, I can carry at least one person.
It's either we do the scene from the Titanic where, you know, I'm holding you from behind, or
And it'll be
I
real-
tie you up and carry you from underneath it.
real
It's a flat
cute.
thing. You won't.
You can really fit Ricky in a jar. He's like.
He's a liquid.
I feel any
A
space.
plasma. Yeah,
Be
just
like water, my friend. So really, I just stand there and then you just amorphously wrap yourself around me like pants.
Yeah.
He's a state of matter.
nice
Okay,
pants.
so-
It has 13
Nice pants balance.
testicles.
The pants go. Thanks.
Why does it have so many
Hey,
testicles?
I'm more than just a pair of pants.
I can
Yeah,
carry
it could be a fancy sweater as well.
as a giant eagle. I can carry around 430 kilos.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So threw in
Large
easily.
creature, 16.
Yeah. So I take Ricky, you take him, we go.
Lovely. So, are we making haste?
Oh, we are.
I guess.
We've just realised what.
Kincaid is showing them the meaning of haste.
Bro, I don't know. How are we even going to spend this all?
I don't care.
No,
Figure that out.
No,
That's
we
a problem I
don't
want to
them
have.
to spend it all.
We don't want them to saturate the market, so
Yeah.
then we miss out on making some good coinage.
That's at least reasonable.
We're like the South African.
Or it was all just willy-nilly greed. At least that makes some of
We're like
it.
the
Yeah.
South African diamond houses that are like just slowly drip feeding the
Yeah,
market
yeah.
to keep themselves afloat.
And these peasants won't know how
Except
to
less slavery.
make money off of it.
Yeah.
We may engage in some slavery.
We've never done slavery. We have never done slavery.
Dick Pickler.
We've been close.
We employed him. That was gainful employment. That was helping stimulating the local economy.
Yeah, but also,
no one knows what I did that other
Yeah,
day.
but also we had him on call 24/7. Would constantly barge into his
No,
house
you're
and stuff.
confusing Dick Pickler with
Eustace.
Eustace.
Eustace, yes.
That's
Okay,
right.
sorry. Did we enslave Eustace?
We also paid him.
We paid him a very handsome
Yes,
sum.
slaves also used to be paid. It's how they were treated.
Okay, how many slaves had a dagger held to their throat with a gold coin on it?
I mean,
Probably
probably.
more than one. If I had to guess, I would say more than one.
Think of it, it's probably happened.
Yeah, probably.
How was that?
So the interesting part about the dick pickler is he said, I don't want to be a dick pickler. And you said, bad luck, you're pickling dicks.
But he enjoyed it.
That was a joke.
Did he though? Yeah. You wrote a name badge on him.
He seemed
Hi, my name is Dick
expressly
Pickler.
against it.
Yeah, I feel like if we're trying to really find the tiny reasons
If
that
you're
we're
splitting
not,
hairs,
Yeah, I feel like maybe we've at least come close to that line.
you've erred on the side of yes.
Definitely not.
There's somebody at the door.
I don't want to open the
Real
door.
person though.
That was
That was just a magic thing. It
that was
wasn't
solely on the
a
surface.
soul.
Dolphins aren't people.
I gotta pee.
Oh yeah, did we want to take a short break?
Yeah.
Well, how long?
Yeah, what time are we thinking of wrapping up?
Good question.
Maybe 2-ish.
I'd say 4.
What time do we start? 10 something?
Little after, yeah. Probably.
So we've done 3 hours.
Do you want to do maybe? Because I got like, I don't have to leave at any hard time, but I do have a few things I got to do. Maybe 2-ish.
What time did you have to...
Yeah. What time do you have to set off?
Well, the dinner isn't until like 6, but I do also have a couple of things to do beforehand.
So you're like another hour and then...
Yeah.
Just like 2? Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, we could like roll it forward a bit, get things moving. But we'll take a short break. Be right.
Dick Pickler!
Dick Pickler?
Poor Dick Pickler. Guys, I don't want it. No, you're the Dick Pickler now. But Scratcher.
Raiders about to get some. They thought it was their lucky day. We're their worst nightmare.
So, you make haste from where you were.
Just airdrop me from the carpet.
I'm coming!
You've got a built-in wingsuit. Just grab the edge
I
of the
do.
testicle and.
Well, I'm still wearing the flight suit.
Oh.
He also has wings.
Or wings.
Nope.
You can just
No,
fly.
testicle fly suit.
Just stretch out the ball sack. The most elastic of the body.
Yeah! It's like a parachute. Too much. All right. So you fly across the mountains from the southern side, the Belchbag south side of the mountains. You fly across them and out into the desert. Now, it did take you about 3 hours previously, so
I thought we were lugging a shitload on a T-Rex.
well, it took you about 3 hours getting out there.
Just from
Took you about 4 getting back in because you could carry it relatively with ease. It was just the mountain part that took a little extra. So it takes you about 4-5 hours from Metronus side. Now, halfway through your flight, the lights are slowly dropping. By the time you get to the far side of the mountains, I'd say it'd be dark. So flying out there may be difficult. And tracking exactly where you were. So, this will be a fairly high DC group survival check. See if you can spot landmarks, anything like that.
I'm gonna when the light drops, I will, for a split second, land and turn into a giant owl instead.
Okay.
And
So it doesn't go dark immediately, unlike the morning where the light is instant, like a floodlight turning on. It slowly cools down and becomes darker and darker.
yeah.
Sure. So, survival check as a group, please.
Oh, 24.
Do I, because owls have advantage on perception, like, so owls got keen hearing and sight, advantage on perception, because it's like trying to spot landmarks and stuff. Would that apply to this?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Can I use my binoculars? For
Yep.
advantage?
I would assume, you're using everything at your disposal, so yes.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Double 19s.
Oh.
Plus 10 for 29.
So total 29,
24.
24,
17.
10 and 17. Okay, so it takes you a while because initially you start, you're finding the light. It's when night hits, finding specifically one thing in amongst the sand dunes and the wreckage and the piles of debris.
Can't do much better than a 29. Guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I've got negative wisdom.
So you do eventually get there. Takes you probably, in total from.
Don't know what happened there.
That's why it took you so long. Ricky dropped his pen, and then you had to double back, and then you got a bit lost.
Like, what was it? Griffin feather? Or
No,
eagle?
Velociraptor
the bow,
feather, but
the
it
bow
was,
pen.
that was non-magical, so it too has.
Oh, rip. Mystical bow.
Oh, not the fountain pen that you made specifically.
with a
I don't know
bow and
what's-
and a
Was it
raptor
Velociraptor
Yeah.
feather? Oh, damn it.
I don't know what's better, losing magical or non-magical.
Yeah,
No, I do actually.
both hurt.
It's
It's magical.
feather. Magical by a lot, but it still hurts.
It's still pretty.
although
So when I
if
said I
lost all
don't
my
know,
money, I'd be pretty devastated.
I would trade all my money for the stitch.
this is true. Also, one magical item can be.
It was the Swampshot cloak and the scale shield, movable rod.
Yeah, that was the sad one.
R.I.P. Rod.
Yeah, it was mostly it.
Yeah, pretty much.
We would have called him Rodney.
Well, that and the bag of holding.
That was
Also
better
that.
than what I was thinking.
And also the bag that goes to a friggin' vault.
The mold still exists.
It does.
does
Which means if you
still
still have the bag, it would be great.
Somewhere in the universe.
Maybe someone's robbed it. Maybe.
Maybe that'll be how we spend our, twilight years as
Yeah.
adventurers, hunting them down and exacting bloody vengeance.
Yeah. It'll be
Bunch
fun.
of John Wicks.
So, you eventually, finally, you find that dune that you first spotted it from, and you're like, yes, this looks familiar, looking out. So you do locate where the shed exoskeleton of the chronovore was.
Cool.
It has been picked at. It's been 12-ish hours. But there's still a sizable section there.
Ballpark, like 20%, 25? Like how much is gone?
So initially you took probably...
2/3 of it, I think.
You wouldn't have been able to carry 2/3 of it.
1.3 tons.
Yeah, 1.3 tons. So you took about
This thing was
30 or
20
40 feet
long.
of 100 feet.
Okay, so about a third of it.
Yeah.
100 feet long.
Yeah.
The armor. Like, there's a
Are there
lot.
any tracks like leading away from here? Do they look kind of fresh?
Make a survival check. Or perception.
That's your ballpark.
Well, that's much better. I mean, much worse.
So it's
16,
a group check, since you're all rolling.
Double force.
You've got your D4 as well.
That's
yeah,
a nat
double
1
fours,
minus
did you say?
4 is 0.
Becomes like, wait, I have efficiency,
24.
which means reliable, blah, 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 which means
So it's a
that's
10
actually
plus.
15.
Okay.
24.
24, 16,
0.
0,
15.
15.
That just brings us down a little bit.
That's why I said this is you guys, but then it turned into a group check.
So, since you all rolled
Yeah,
for it, I was like,
trying.
no, he counts. So the issue being with the wind and the sand, most, if not all, tracks have been eradicated. On a 24, you're like, I think it was something big, but it sort of just peters off as the tracks and the dunes have changed completely.
How much, like, roughly has gone out of the remaining 2/3?
Oh, not much. Like, you can see that it's been picked at, though.
Also, they can't turn into a T-Rex and...
Luckily, way, nor do they have a sword that cuts through objects quite easily. And it's made of adamantium.
Yeah, so it was done with a rough hand. So a small, 5-foot section.
Should we just take another third of it?
I can't. I don't
We
know.
can't lock it.
Yeah.
So we could camp here for the night and see if anyone comes back and defend it.
We can camp inside of it.
I
Yeah.
think that's probably.
And then set up some watches to see if anyone comes back to try and pick at it, and then we jump into action.
Kill.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well, no,
So-
Ghostbag wanted us to find something to do for a couple of days.
Yeah,
It's true.
we do need to waste time.
Protect your whale carcass.
Protect So hang on, we took a third back, and that was about 1.3 million. So like ballpark, if we drip feed this out enough in a way that doesn't affect the market, we're looking at about 4 million gold.
But also,
we're
we're
going
not.
to stay here for about 10 years.
Yeah, we're not going to be here. For
Yeah, that is a long-term plan if you were staying in Mechanus.
Sure, that's a job for someone we
Is there
pay to
about
do
4
it.
million gold on this plane?
It circulates.
But we can also trade for diamonds and shit.
We
don't necessarily have to
Federal Treasury to print more gold.
We don't have to turn it in.
Sounds like a them problem.
Adamantium.
It's true.
Like a them problem. Well, but at least we have it and we take it to the Feywild.
Love the adamantium to the Feywild.
Hey, we got a tank.
Put it on a truck. We're lugging it.
No one will target us because we have 1.3 million gold of adamantium on our backs.
We're going to have like 4 gold or like 5 million.
Like, we could probably trade it for all the diamonds that they've got.
So we're going to turn
No,
into
we're not trading it.
We're going to turn into like
Yeah, but as long as we get the diamonds,
door
who cares?
salesman.
Yeah,
No, I mean like.
there's a one.
Can I interest you in some adamantium pans or
There's one
cookware?
off, like before we leave.
Yeah,
we
we'll
should
just trade it for
definitely do that.
all the diamonds that they've got because we're not going to take this with us to every plane.
Yeah, like-
Oh,
Let's
speak for
absolutely-
yourself. The rest of the campaign, we are door-to-door sale, interplanar door-to-door adamantium salesman.
They would like to review about how in order to save your adamantium.
Well, yeah, we could definitely crash the economy on the way out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, we don't necessarily have to turn it to gold. We can literally just, here, we'll give you this.
Yeah, trade
How much
rather
do you
than
want for all your
cash it
diamonds?
out.
Yeah, yeah. It's a valuable trade material at the absolute least.
So,
Who was first watch?
you rest.
Thanks.
Also, I completely forgot because you were talking to them, but I want to get 500 gold diamond as well. When we're
Yeah,
back,
sure.
I think, yeah.
Yep. Sure thing.
Alright, well, me and homies
So
take first.
you got a 1k, you got 500
Yeah.
worth. Okay. So. First part of the watch. Where are we resting?
Inside?
Yeah, and we've hammocked up, like similar to like last time, so we're not affected by the blah blah blah.
Sure.
It's like a big,
It's 10 feet, so 3 meters.
I'm
So
not-
you could hang it just off the floor, yeah.
I
Sure.
don't even need that much.
Hammock it up.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So. You'll lay down to sleep. The wind sort of whistling through the holes and pieces that have been taken away.
I would like to try and meditate as well.
can I have Vin out as well? He only lasts for the first time.
When you going to rest?
Yeah,
Yep,
he
sure.
only lasts for an hour.
Sure. And concentration check to see if you can get through. As you...
29?
Oh yeah. It helps. You're not at disadvantage because you're outdoors.
Yeah.
So you sit outside of the carapace and just sort of...
Focusing on teacher's new form and...
You can hear the wind. You can at least hear nature
Yeah.
and feel the breeze, feel the sand beneath your... Do you kneel? Do you sit? How do you...
Just like, just sit cross-legged with like teach there.
Mm-hmm.
There's like sort of in the mind picturing like the new form and I guess what it can do now.
Yep. So, what happens is not like it used to. What happens is you enter that sort of same state. You fixate and try and let your mind go blank. And you are adrift in the astral sea when you sort of open that third eye. You are not at the monastery like you used to.
Does it feel like I'm physically there? Or like when I was first trying to get to the monastery?
No, it feels a projection of yourself, not your physical being. And you witness just like cosmological scale of, deep space, looking out at such an incredible vista, but you have no idea where you are or why you're not at the monastery with Drokar. Things having changed and split apart, the way that you used to commune with him doesn't look like it will work for the time being. Or at least you're adrift.
I don't see any like creatures or anything nearby. No gith that want to poke me, prod me.
Yeah, good thought. No.
Is the mark on my chest glowing at all? Nothing.
No, long healed. The memory of it definitely stuck with you, but you don't see anything living. You just see, like debris turning slowly. You see off in the distance clouds and nebula sort of view. You're just looking out at deep space. You sort of take that breath and step back into your own body, and you're just sort of like, that wasn't the normal. Everything's changed.
Just speak to Teach, like, did you see that? Teach?
Yes, I don't think Drokar's realm is where it used to be.
Do you know where it might be since you're attached to it?
I used to. We may need to do some investigation within the Astral Sea to understand why we've been redirected there, or at least do it from there. It might work.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I'm not sure why. As the universe has changed entirely.
Could I try get back there and try maybe go towards whatever the nearest sort of...
I would say in your however long you would like to spend doing that, there's nothing, you're just in void. You're in deep nothingness. And no matter what you're going towards, like you see pieces of rock tumbling through, and you sort of reach out and will yourself towards it, and it just floats on, indifferent to you being there. So the rest of you snoring away in your nicely made hammocks. Varys on watch. Where are you doing your watch from?
Roof.
Okay, yep, on the top of the exoskeleton.
Me and Hermes just up there.
Sure. So after that, you're just sort of like, oh, damn it. I was just getting the hang of it. And head off to sleep. Now, all of your hammock setups, you're avoiding the vibration that makes it difficult to sleep. Sorry, we'll... Get off. It's perfectly over you. Get. There we go. So where would you all like to be on the inside? So Varys, you're on the top of it.
Probably the closest to, like,
It's dead center on the roof.
the outside.
Yeah, just swinging in the middle somewhere, wherever the hammock worked.
Okay. Yeah, so you sort of space out so that there's enough room for each of you. Yeah, so that your hammocks have enough room to be apart and snoozing away. Varys, on watch. Perception, please. You and Hermes.
Me,
And that's
24. Hermes, 19.
Okay. While you're on watch, again, every couple of minutes, that same solid vibration through the entirety of Mechanus is felt. And sitting on top of that, it's no different. You just sort of like, and then it passes.
Keeps it interesting.
Yeah. One of them does not pass within, 30 seconds. Does not pass within about 5 minutes.
Does it seem like it's growing in intensity?
Not until about the 6th minute, it grows more bodily.
At no point during the entire time we've been here have I experienced anything like this.
No, this
Yeah, okay.
stands out to you.
Yeah, I might wake the fellas up.
Okay. So you feel that vibration, you're waking them how? So they're all inside the shell hanging.
Rock, Ricky, and Kincaid, and I cut through them down.
What about King? Wait.
Yeah, so I gently rock these two away.
Okay.
And then I walk up to it and then just...
I stay asleep.
yeah, great.
the sand, sweet and juicy.
Like I'm on a way.
So you all awaken, and the sands around you are.
It's been doing this for like 6 minutes straight, and I'm not sure if it's like a whole bunch of things burrowing towards us right now or something worse.
See, I didn't think of this as an option when we went to sleep here, but it also might be the thing coming back for its armor.
Cool, now it's unarmored, then we can finally kill it.
Well,
Here's hoping.
do we have... Well, nobody's finished the long rest, so what
Correct.
are we looking at spell slot-wise?
Oh, not great.
I'm okay.
Okay, well, that's what I thought. Well, either which way, I just figured, like, maybe we should keep our eyes open for, like, the next 5-10 minutes sort of thing, and if nothing
Kind of hop
happens,
off the
you guys
ground.
go back
Yeah.
to bed.
20 feet and just keep my eyes
Fly,
around.
I'll do the same. Fly
Okay.
30, 40 feet.
Are you flying as well?
Vibrations are helping me sleep.
Someone's just like, wake up!
No, it's like one of those beds at the
Yeah, massage bed.
Well, it's more like you're laying on sand as it's vibrating. You're slowly sinking deeper and deeper.
It's home.
like a mother's
Come
love.
back, he's just gone. We're like, he must have left.
What? There's no tracks though. He's just Homer back into the hedges, but down into the sand.
Where have you gone?
So, what are you going to do?
Just sort of
So,
investigate around.
place yourselves on the map where you would like to be. Varys has given you enough warning and detected it, woken you.
On like the 20 centimeter pillar.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna
Yeah, well, I'm not.
So-
I'm flying up in the
stay
air.
where I am. I'm just gonna go.
That has a roof, remember? So I can put a thingy across it.
Oh, I'll say that was more just to symbolize that I was up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing that you shake.
I don't think so, because it's concentration.
Oh, okay. So that would have fallen back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
And I'll,
So there's
yeah.
nothing there.
But that's
But,
just to
yeah,
say
you're
that
up
I'm.
high.
where
How long have we been resting?
Not long enough, my friend. Not
Not for
long
a short
enough.
rest.
No.
I am 40
Did
feet
we-
directly up from where I'm standing.
Okay. Cool.
Did we have a long...
You long rested in Belchbag's lair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but do we have...
We haven't rested.
That's when you leveled up.
We haven't short rested today?
Yeah.
No, we did short rest.
And
We
that's
short
when we-
rested right after the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that... No, just because
Does that give
I've
you
got...
slots or
No, but I've got 2 wild chase marked off, and I don't know...
Eagle, owl.
eagle out?
Yeah, but what's the third one?
T-Rex?
I used a...
Correct.
No, that's polymorph.
Oh,
I
yeah.
used
Eagle out charge for V?
Was it because?
Oh, I reckon that's what it was.
Was it because your iPad was off as well? Like, is it up to date on that?
Yeah, no, because I looked and it's all fine. Yeah, that was the other one to get Vin. Who?
Cool.
But so would he still be out if it's within an hour of us going to sleep?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. That was
Where do you want
all I
Vin?
wanted, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Weasel.
Where do you want Vin?
He can be up with Thurin. Yeah. Like 10 feet.
glowing next to Thorin.
Maybe like 10 feet.
apart.
Yeah.
Target this guy first.
I'm going to float up in the air from there, just in case it comes from the ground. And...
Yeah, Vin's I don't know, 30 foot up.
Sure.
No, 40.
I'll go 60 feet up because the thing was only 50 foot long.
In its current form, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're expecting like the what's it called? Jurassic Park. Yeah, the one that.
Yeah, the monster saw.
So, as you all fly up into the air, sort of in the darkness,
If it's the thing again, I hope it's not innately immune to fire and it was just the armor.
Vin flying how close to you, because he sheds light, so you would become
10
visible.
foot out and then 20 foot down if you're
So it's like
60
30
up.
feet away from me then.
Okay, how much light does he shed?
I think it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Is it 30 bright, 30 dim though?
I think it's like 15.
No, I
What
think
was the
I think
radius?
I think it's less than that. I keep forgetting to add it in because it's in the fire elemental stat block. Give me a sec.
Either way, I assume far enough away from Theoden that you don't illuminate his form up in the air.
Sure as hell hope not.
So we'll say Vin is.
But even if it gets to the armor, we've taken out like the power core thing.
Yeah.
If it's if it's the same as a fire elemental, which I think it is, it was 30 foot.
30 foot
Right,
bright,
and then 30 foot.
30 foot dim. Okay, so you want to
Yeah,
you want Vin kind of 60 feet away from
yeah.
it.
So it's like over there.
Just a little mote of light out here somewhere.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah, I should. As you feel that sort of vibration, that sound, that feeling of something, either traveling over land or through the earth, it then subsides. And as you're up in the air, you're sort of looking around. You don't see anything. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, wait.
Do it another 10 minutes and stay
Yeah.
still, say, like, scan around.
Make a perception check as a group, please.
See if there's any shifting sounds.
Oof. Oof. 8 for Hermes and 12. Actually, no, again, reliable talent, blah, blah, 15.
15. Yep.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Very nice.
So 15, 19.
Natural one for a 2.
Everyone's just like waking up from the
I've been
sleeping.
knocked out of a hammock and suffocated in sand, so...
If it's within the light shed by Vin, it's an 18. Otherwise, it's a 13 because I don't have dark vision.
You don't see anything change.
Alright,
Back to
team.
bed.
My other theory is the Mechanist machine is breaking apart faster and faster, and this plane is getting more and more unstable. And I'm also willing to bet those 2 dwarves have been mercilessly fucking slaughtered.
Well, they didn't know they were there.
They're on the ground, they didn't all
Yeah.
If they were just there, then they might be okay.
Well, I mean, just the only thing is that just on lengthwise was technically 6 times more intense than last time, and like 6 times the intensity on the Terminators. I kind of feel like maybe they did start tearing the city apart or something, but we'll find out eventually.
Yeah.
But that's my other working theory. Either which way is that this plane is breaking apart faster and faster, and maybe we should get the fuck out of here.
Can I?
I feel like that was
While
the
we're
one.
like kind of theory, can I like fly over a little bit closer to Ricky and just chuck a dagger so it like lands in the sand, sort of nearest to Vin?
Fly over to where, sorry?
I don't know, nearest to Ricky, so that I'm within about 30. Yeah. And then like pick a dagger so to like be about halfway between me and Vin,
Okay, yep.
and just to like.
Just among all of the other metallic waste, you just...
Can I throw it at something so it goes like clang, clong?
There's a bit of
Yeah,
waste.
yeah. There's sort of small mounds of stuff, so you just...
Wondering if it's like something that's like sensing
Ambush
vibrations or something,
Oh, yeah,
and if
premise,
we're and
if
we're
the second we
flying.
sit back down, it'll just.
Nothing does happen.
Make Vin land first.
Vin lands and stomps around,
Okay, where does Vin land?
just where he is,
Okay.
and he ground pounds, and walks around.
Starts breakdancing.
Yeah, he walks around on his hind legs, jumping up and down, thumping
Look at you,
as
stupid human.
as hard as he can.
I'm doing what my master told me to do.
He takes 70 slashing damage, just the thing.
And he's bisected.
However, fortunately, he rolled a 32 on his dex save, so he only takes half, and he's immune to all damage. So,
He won.
and he actually, as a reaction,
Hellish Rebuke at level 9.
That's a reaction.
and automatically rolls max damage. And makes
He's
it
just going to
vulnerable
cast
to
Wish
whatever
and
it
wish
is.
it into
I
non-existence.
forgot to use my ring before with the deck save.
Right, you got the ring of evasion, that's true. I did remember at some point, I was like, did someone in the party get the ring of evasion? I
Yeah.
swear that's so good and it's never come up.
I've used it a couple
I
of times.
totally forgot you
Okay.
had it.
The other one, and it hasn't come up, but I've got that little crystal that we pulled out of the robot trader. The little V-shaped one that gives me bonus on saves against fear and confusion.
Oh, yeah.
Hasn't come up yet.
What is it, a +2? Well, get everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh,
Knew it!
Thomas is back!
Ah, so hope he can take fire damage.
Might be able to.
I think there's a
I
decent
think
chance.
there's a non-zero chance. At least he may not be immune at this point.
Is he eating Vin?
Oh yeah.
Done it again.
It's doing a surprise round against Vin, yes.
It's fine, he'll die.
Thanks, Vin.
Yep, I mean,
Thank you, Vincent.
mission accomplished, baby.
Yeah, the dagger itself, not enough of a tremor to register.
But
But
this-
Vin landing and going, nah, I'm a big person.
Well, he's medium size.
Yeah, exactly.
He's heavy enough to be like, big.
Oh, here's the thing. He's
He's
at
a
least
big
60% of our power.
So,
Instead of your power, maybe.
Oh, he's much higher than me. He's much more than that.
so the first hits, and that is 42 slashing.
Right.
On Vin?
Yeah,
No save?
I attacked.
But no.
No, he just takes 42 damage.
What's the. What?
Well, if you need it, 33. I assume he's not that tough.
That is.
Surprisingly enough, you got me.
This time I'll allow it.
How much damage?
42 slashing.
I always forget to heal him after a short rest.
Ah, yeah. Well, do you ever unsummon?
Yeah, but like it doesn't like it doesn't change it. Like cause he just when he unsummons and
Yeah,
resummons, he's
He's
back.
full health. Yeah.
So what was it for? 42.
42.
Indeed.
And damage, not healing.
Yes. He heals 42 because he's been
Yeah,
And his-
special ability where all damage actually heals.
heals him.
And
Yeah.
heals heal him as well.
And the second attack, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That will be 42 slashing again.
Well, he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, that is exactly his hit.
Oh, really?
He has
Right.
exactly 84.
84.
There you go. Hey, look, he ate the surprise round for us. He did God's work just
He
then.
certainly did.
I'd rather him take it than.
Anyone
Well, I mean.
Maybe you.
He's pretty important.
We'll find out whether it's immune to fire damage.
So,
Still.
can we have initiative rolls, please? Oh, yes, sorry. I just haven't rolled
The
it.
last fight. I rolled 19 last time, 18 this time.
Nice.
It's very good.
All right, so 25 to 20, we have Varys. On 23, it was.
Yep.
Beauty. 20 to 15.
17.
Oi.
It's a big roll for me.
Yeah.
It's above 5.
15 to 10.
He's just in, thank God.
Nope. Okay. 10 to 5.
9.
9. Good.
Crisp 3. I can't see in the dark.
Oh,
Kincaid's looking in the other direction.
Given
Well-
how enthusiastic you were about this idea,
ye sent Vin down to do
coming at
this.
you with the explicit goal of us doing all the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it here. I got the adamantium back.
Question:
I
At any
have my
point,
bar.
did you have a chance to get that lightning spell?
We haven't had it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it
on.
on a short rest or some bullshit.
No.
Well, you don't
So-
get that back on a short. Yeah, I didn't think so.
At the top of initiative, we have
It's got less
Varys.
than 400 health, you know.
And lower armor.
Take it away, Varys.
Did he hit?
Alright, well,
Does it look armored or not?
10, 20, 30,
Uh,
40, 50, 60, 70, 80. He is
just in range, so I can just
Lovely.
steady aim and then shoot him without actually having to try. But we will find out how low his AC is because that is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit. It doesn't have the thick outer plating anymore. So you see it emerge and it's sort of, it almost vibrates the sand, like through the sand. And the sand sort of sheds off it.
I swear that averages out at the exact same number every single time.
It's weird. It's like
34.
they took the average. 34. Oh, you don't have any pain dice left, do you?
Yeah, no, I don't have any of those.
Gotcha.
We should have short rested at some point.
We did short rest. I don't get them back on a short rest. I will double
But
check.
if people take enough damage,
Well, yeah, but if someone takes damage near me, I'd just
Yeah.
get it back. But
anything else, or you steady aim, so
no,
you
I
are
can't.
completely still.
That's
Thura.
a,
How far away is it from me?
yeah, long rest. When you regain all when you finish a long rest.
35, 40, 45, 50 feet away.
Yep, 45, 50, somewhere in
I'm
there.
also 60 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
And that's like right on the ground level?
Yeah, it came out and ate Vin down here.
Um,
Spicy little treat. Flaming hot Cheeto. some would call it.
I'll
Tasty.
give it 30 foot there.
Still flying, I assume?
Yeah.
Let's use this pillar method. Kind of like it, just to remember that.
But also, now we know that
And now
it's
fake
all
the
gone,
fake with
there's
Thomas.
nothing's gone.
Thomas's frown.
Would he be 30 feet away from... I'm 60 feet up and he's like on the ground level, so no, he wouldn't be. So if I go to attack him, he'd be at disadvantage. In that case, I will... Is it a bonus action on my shield? Yeah, I'll use the bonus action to animate my shield.
Okay.
So I've
Animated
got
shield.
20 AC.
Nice.
20 AC.
Flying around.
Shield. I know it says dying, but that's.
Wow.
Basically the
It's a
same.
sign of things to come.
You'll need that soon.
It's not a beast, is it? It's a construct.
Correct.
Kincaid, new favourite wild shape.
Oh,
What? Turn into.
Chronopede.
giant scent.
Good.
I will just like ready a javelin for when it comes into my 30 foot range.
Okay.
I'll just hold my attack.
Hovering up there.
Yeah.
So 60 feet up. How high was everyone else? Just out of curiosity.
I was like 20.
Yeah,
I think I was 30 or 40.
Yeah, 30.
So 40 up, 20, 30. Cool.
We had it in the side march. We had like an underwater fight with everyone changing elevation. I had to pull out like the Pythagoras,
Oh,
easy
frick,
Pythagoras
yeah.
calculator to be like, so
This
you're
is
40
different.
foot up and it's 40 foot below you and 20 foot that way, so it's A
that.
squared plus B squared.
Oh, that's painful. So, the end of Thuridon's turn. He's going to use a legendary action.
Nil.
We're on a nice line for it.
You certainly are.
Depends. With elevation, it can be.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's
Because he's
very
on the
true.
ground, so to
Yeah.
hit Thuridon, the blast will go way above my head.
Yeah.
It may even go above your head.
Well, we're the same. Because you're 30 foot up.
60.
Oh yeah, then it'll go way because we're
Yeah,
at
well,
30.
the steep angle on that, he
You're-
literally can't hit us and Thuridon.
Unless
You're,
he's aiming
you're
at you.
30,
He can
and then
pick
Ricky.
either you and Ricky, Thuridon, or me.
Yeah, because you're 60 foot up. We're 30 foot up. And how foot higher?
40. So we're
And
Unless
all
it's a
fucked.
unless it's a chain lightning beam.
I mean, maybe that'd be.
That'd be cool.
I mean,
Plug that
it
into
would
the
really
line
suck
cannon.
because it would hit all of us for like 60 to 70 damage. But yes,
So, all of you. I'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. Varus, I don't think it can reach you. As it appears above,
hilarious.
it wouldn't be able to get all of you, so it'll go
It's
in that
only
sort of
50
direction.
foot wormy boy now.
Yeah, not 100.
So
Dex save, you said?
A dexterity save. You are outside of Thuridon's aura as well.
15?
23.
Ring of evasion.
If 15 doesn't work, then yeah, ring.
So, do you use it?
is it
If I
when
fail it.
when you fail you can choose?
If I fail, I can burn a charge for it.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that is a fail.
Cool. So I'll burn a charge to pass.
Succeed.
Succeeds.
23.
Succeeds.
10.
Fails.
Box it.
You're blindsided by this thing from above. The rest of you could see its form on the ground, and as it just above, you're just like, hey, where'd it go?
Well, this time instead of a shadow appearing above you, it's actually a glowing bug that appears. So it's like daylight appears above you. Like, this feels
What the-
strangely familiar.
So, it is going to occupy that space.
Well, yeah.
that's
I mean,
pretty
that
good,
does
yeah.
happen.
So, you will
He
come
made
down to the
himself
ground.
ground level, yeah.
Does it still look kind of bloody from the fight before?
It's been 12 hours.
It's had a lot.
It's long rested.
Yeah, but it's also a construct, so like, can they recover like we do? Don't they need to get
They can repair.
their shit repaired?
Well, yeah, mending works, and it's a cantrip, and you can do it. As long as you're out of combat, mending can full health something faster than sleeping. But also, we don't know how much of the hit points the armor was taking for it and that sort of thing.
It also we don't know how. Like also, there's nothing that says contracts don't heal on a long rest. The same as
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, like it's had 12 hours, you should assume it's at full health and has everything, all of its bells and whistles.
So 15 damage to anyone that failed, half to success.
It weighs
15.
much lighter now.
Yes.
It doesn't weigh quite so much.
Doesn't weigh nearly as much.
So 7 if we
Yeah,
succeed.
7 to those,
Yeah,
and
the weight of ball might actually work right.
you are prone and grapple.
Where's
as it's on
Hermes?
top.
him?
He can be around generally. I was using him for the perception check.
Yeah,
so
so
you
he-
can say
he
he's
does
around
exist.
and call one round for him to at 120 feet speed in sort of thing if he's not
Yeah.
here already. Like he
Because
can
remember, he has flyby, so he can be
Because I was holding the
Giving you
javelin.
advantage.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
Well, actually,
within 30 feet.
well, it's like
Holding the attack action.
yes, but
Yes.
the only thing I want to do it for is
You-
so
how
he
high
is
were you?
under size. 60. As soon as he goes within
60.
15 feet.
So it's about a
Yeah,
10-foot
well,
thing.
It depends if that was because of
So
the armor
it's-
or not.
Essentially, it would have been a melee attack as it appeared
He
above.
used 2 scythe attacks and did the same amount of
okay.
damage.
So make a melee attack
Well,
with the
yeah, that
javelin.
still works.
You
Yeah.
intended to throw it
an
afar,
attack.
and you're
It's
like,
an attack,
oh,
yeah.
So yes, that would trigger.
What damage was it? Sorry.
15.
17.
Yeah, time.
Oh, force.
Force.
Yes.
17.
17 to hit. Doesn't hit. So the javelin, ping. Oh wait, I've got sound
That's
effects.
still pretty beefy.
Sound effects.
Yeah. Well, at least 21.
Is it when you say force? Like, so what did I take it down? Was it being slammed to the ground or like the?
So because it used a time shift,
Yeah.
it isn't where it should be, and between it and the ground there is a small
Like a burst
pulse,
of magic energy.
a pulse of time, like chronal energy,
yeah.
as it sort of washes off it.
Another way you can think about it is it created an imaginary apple right in between it and the ground, and then only for an instant. And when that apple collapsed, it accelerated the monster towards the ground as reality tried to right itself.
Yeah, it made a little rift, a little wormhole,
And
or a
used it
centipede
to,
hole.
like, slingshot itself into you, which is pretty clever for a worm.
Yeah. So that was at the end of your turn.
Should we harvest its brain?
If it has,
eat it.
it's chip.
I mean, if we're hungry.
It is its turn.
Nah.
Maybe we can take it back to Belgium.
Yeah, you could make us a good meal. We haven't had one of them in a while. Huh?
Okay.
Hey, look, I think it's a fleshy worm that was wearing a construct.
AC.
18.
Just so I know what I'm attempting to hit. As you are grappled.
18. Yep. Which just stops me moving.
Yeah. And if it becomes incapacitated. Cool. So it's going to make its attack rolls against a prone creature, though.
I assume I am prone.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, sort
Prone
of
and
pinned
grappled,
under
yeah.
it.
So an punch.
Double 2.
Hilarious.
Climb, climb.
Dog shit without your
I pointed down. Look what we need to mimic a fraction of my power.
Second attack.
It's gonna be a nat 20.
25 to hit.
Yeah, right.
I'll silvery barbs that one.
Hilarious.
So it's got to reroll and use the lower.
Reroll one or both?
Just the one that hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And use the lower
So
of
the other
those
was
two
an
options.
8. It's 8. So 8.
Or,
23 to hit.
so the other one. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
the lowest.
uses the lower one, so it still hits.
Yeah, fair.
But you get advantage on your next d20 roll, Kincaid.
Nice.
Nice.
Then yes, that will be 42
You
slashing.
take 21 damage. And I
Yes.
use my reaction and I get 4 of my dice back.
What's the range on it?
That's like
'Cause you're
60
only,
feet or something.
you're only 40 up, aren't
I'm
you?
only 40 up and I definitely have fucking line of sight this time.
Yep.
It's
Sure
very
do.
big.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
So now my psychic dice
Did
is
I?
out.
Oh, I didn't.
Life's good.
And its third attack. It's going to use.
Laser to the face.
I mean, don't tempt it.
I didn't know it got a third attack.
Yeah, it always has 3 attacks. Sometimes it holds them until something's close. So I'm going to use. I'm going to use Crushing Skitter.
I
yeah,
like the sound of that.
It's the trample. Yeah, where he runs forward and just effectively rolls over Kincaid.
Yes. So you are still pinned beneath it, but it rolls over you. How do you go on?
So what prone is?
Where are we? Where is it? There. Disadvantage on attack rolls.
No, nothing about dex saves or anything, because you can still crawl or
So
roll
this
out of
is-
the way.
Like roll.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a strength strength save purely because it's trying to barge through this space. So
have
seeing, yeah, thanks to Mr. Gimrick.
Well, it's a 1 and a 2, and I have a negative.
God.
1 and 2.
That's a crisp 1.
Okay.
Crisp 1.
Oh, that's rough.
So you take 44 bludgeoning this time,
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't got enough for that.
and you are still prone.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Still prone and grappled.
yep.
Yeah, just turn into a whale.
Honestly, at this point, just to have some hit.
So end of its
Turn into a whale.
end of its turn. We're over to Ricky.
Cool.
Ricky,
Well, if I make it run away, it would potentially run over Kincaid more, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Possible.
It'll be fine.
He said it'll be fun. If you can make it run away, that's the issue.
Yeah.
I mean, you are standing right next to it. You can just start stabbing.
Well, I'm flying 20 feet up. It depends. Is it? It's not 20
Yeah,
feet tall, is it?
no,
So I can't stab it, and I don't want to move in case a scythe auto hits me.
Yeah.
So it just lays into Kincaid as you're pinned beneath its bulk, considerably less than what it used to be.
So I'm just going to third level Dissonant Whispers again. So I need a Wisdom save from it.
Wisdom. Oh, a natural 20.
No, you needed 40.
So what? It needs 22.
That's 24.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
So it takes half of 19 psychic.
9. 9 psychic.
Yep, and then doesn't have to run because it's saved. And then bonus action, I'll say.
Again, the psychic
Kincaid.
the psychic damage doesn't seem to be as effective as you would hope.
Yeah, that's all I got though.
That's all right.
I'll yell at Kincaid to get up and inspire him.
Is it D10?
D10.
Hey man, sort yourself out.
You're an embarrassment. Any movement.
This is me fighting.
Then Kincaid.
Hell if I know.
Having a great time.
Just being landed on by this metallic creature, and then it
just
steamrolls ahead over you.
Round-pounded.
I mean, I feel like it may not be immune to the bludgeoning damage anymore. Like, I feel like the
can't put the
adamantine
shield on
plate
anymore.
was doing a lot of the heavy lifting on that side. So, like, Concave, T-Rex, all those probably work now.
I only have 1 though. I'll have to burn my level 7 to polymorph something. And then that's me. That I've got like 1, 2, and 3. I've got plenty of.
Well,
The one,
we
two,
got
or three are going to
the
stop you from dying in the next turn.
Hermes whale bomb.
Because I'm not going to be able to.
And if you do die in the whale bomb, we can bring you back.
I literally just bought a room for $5.
Yeah.
Even if they just fly off into the sunset and wait for it to leave, they can still bring you back.
Yeah.
Is Hermes isn't above it, is he?
He's not above it, no. He's next to me.
So
yeah.
so that doesn't work now because I can't extricate myself and
Yeah, whale bomb it. As
Yeah,
well as whale
next
bombing it
turn.
while you're under it.
Yeah, while you're grappled by it.
and I don't have a teleport get out of jail free because Vin's
Vin's.
dead.
Yeah.
I mean, Vin took 84 damage for you, for whomever.
And what would it be to try and get Wriggle out?
Strength again.
Yeah,
Strength or dex?
aths or acrobatics.
Oh, goody. So I can either choose a -1 or a 0.
You got a D10.
Ooh. And you have a D4 from Wolfie.
I used that.
Oh, you don't have a D4 from Wolfie? Just kidding.
So you can possibly do a +10.
Yeah, I guess I'll come pretty low. So I think as much as it doesn't feel great, I think I will try to wriggle out.
Okay.
I don't really have anything else I can do. Well, I do.
Sure.
So what was it? Athletic?
So this is contested grapple to break the
So
grapple.
acrobatics, yeah.
Yep, one or the other. It's an 8 on my part.
So that's a 5 flat.
Oh, yeah.
Add +9. So that's 14 total. It's going to be like plus a million. I was going to say it need a high roll.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need more than a 5 on the
Yeah,
20.
the 5 is You weren't far off. You almost wriggle out, but this thing is just like your legs are complete. Yeah, useless legs. I knew they were useless.
They've atrophied so much.
So I'm sorry for that.
That's okay.
Does not break free.
That is.
His wings are also pinned under with him.
That's okay.
Strong. I'm like,
Yeah, true. Much stronger.
As a bonus action, I will expend a level 2 spell slot to put 2 charges back in the staff.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Probably should have done that and then got Vin and then he could have teleported me out, but that's alright.
Yeah.
If I survive, I can do that next round.
It's fine. If you go down, like, I've got a minute to revivify you.
Also that.
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay. So that takes us to the end of initiative. And perhaps we will leave the session there since it is now 2 o'clock. Much like the start of this session.
Yeah.
You're fighting the
Haven't
worm
we
again.
really achieved anything?
I mean, we got $1.3 million worth of adamantine.
It's just
So, like,
protected by its...
To our time traveling lightning tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like we're getting somewhere.
It's just the rest of it is protected by its former owner.
Yeah, like, again, we kicked its ass already. It's just that we came back here hard-cocked without anything. That's why this is hard.
You just come out of
It's
the...
just Kincaid. He's
Came out swinging.
Well, yeah, I mean, all you got to do is walk over there, crit it, it's petrified, Kincaid gets his turn to get out, and then it's an easy fight from here.
Easy.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. It's totally fine. I'm not worried. Not worried. All right, beautiful. Thank you, folks at home, for watching.
Oh,
How are we looking for Sunday next week?
Should be fine.
Anything anyone can think
I
of?
can't though.
Okay. Try for a different time when it gets to that, but otherwise.
yeah, I appreciate shifting to a morning one today too.
Ah, yeah. We have that, and we have stats. Ripper, explain, boys.
Thank you, Masterful DM.
Came back for round 2. I like it.
Yeah, I kind of was like, it semi-crossed my mind when we started sleeping, and then the rumbling, and I was like, oh dear.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, but it's significantly weaker and it doesn't have that sort of thing to stab us out the side now, right?
Well, not that we've
It
seen.
doesn't have its solar powered laser.
True.
Yeah,
It doesn't have
We
its
took the solar thing.
It doesn't
so-
have its like big defense.
It still has it's still a time worm with the sides, but I believe it doesn't have its ranged attacks.
It did 7 damage instead of like 10 million this time though, so...
Yes.
The crushing.
Oh, yeah.
Damage in one turn.
No.
He's talking about the landing on.
Yeah, did 15. Yeah.
The sides are still
Yeah.
126 damage per turn.
Yes. We can pick up next Sunday in a very similar spot with a smaller wormy.
If every week the worm just gets smaller and smaller, eventually we'll kill it.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you can put it in a tequila bottle.
Oh my god. Can you imagine how much we'd sell that for?
Kincaid's making the just filthiest daiquiri you ever done seen.
Giant sized tequila bottle with a giant worm in the bottom.
Yes, the wormy dug away and then, a couple hours came back and lurked beneath the surface, just resting, waiting.
As if it didn't get the other
I
parts.
100% assumed that it was going to come back. Sorry,
Well,
Yeah.
sorry.
you notice that
I thought we might going to come back and be watching the same battle, like the same raiders fighting the same worm.
you're like, wait, what?
It's just swam back into its armor and like re-put it in.